90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day. Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day. Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization.
Back here on the campus of Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for this first contest of the day. It's the boys championship game, and it's southeast of Saline against the Council Grove Braves. Let's look at this Braves team and the opposition tonight for southeast of Saline. This is a team that comes in. They're 14-8 on the season. They come out of the Flint Hills League, and they're led by veteran head coach Bruce Hula, who is in his 17th season at Council Grove. This Council Grove team may be a little familiar to some southeast of Saline basketball followers because they were at state one of the years that Jeff Wells took the Trojans to state, and that was 2016. Of course, Jeff Wells and the Trojans had a run of 2015, 16, and 17 where they went to the state tournament, but the Braves were there in Hutchinson in 2016. Some common opponents, if you want to compare. Some call it apples to oranges, who knows, but just to give you a little bit of a gauge of what this Council Grove team is capable of. Wamego, very good in the NCKL. They're a 4A team, an upper 4A team. Council Grove only lost to them by 4 points, 40-44. They've also played Sacred Heart this year. Sacred Heart won that game against Council Grove, 57-35. They've also played NCAA's Minneapolis, 53-48. Council Grove won that game as well. So Tyler, when we look at that, just 3 regular season games that you can kind of compare common opponents to at least, and also the game in the semifinals that Council Grove won to get here, a 40-32 victory over the Beloit Trojans.
Devin, yeah, and that's what we all do as fans. We all look at scores. You see, you pull your highlighter out and you start figuring out who's played who, when they played when, how they played, and then all of a sudden it comes down to matchups. And I think that's a fun thing about the Southeast Saline team. We've seen them; they just match up so well with everybody, and it's going to be a fun matchup against this Council Grove team. I mean, they're long. There's definitely some length. There's some size. This is a team they're gonna chuck it up. They're gonna shoot it. They're gonna throw the ball around. They want to go. And if you're Coach Bryson Blacks and the Southeast Saline Trojans, that's the exact same thing you want to do as well. I think we're in for a really, really entertaining boys game. I don't know what the over/under is, but I would take the over tonight because it's going to be electric.
This Council Grove team is electric from the three-point line at times. As we said, they will shoot the 3 ball, sometimes just without apology. They have come in, and they have 2 guys that have shot over 167 three-pointers. When you look at one of them, Hunter Brentel in the starting lineup, he has shot 167 three-pointers this year at a 39% completion rate. You look at Kellen Marshall, their leading scorer, 179 three-point attempts this year. He makes them at a 27% clip. We saw against Beloit in an 8-point victory, this Council Grove team had 6 points go off the backboard and into the cup from behind the three-point line.
And that's going to be something that when those shots are going in, you don't get discouraged of your defense. You don't get discouraged for Coach Flax. You understand that if shots going in off the backboard, you're playing good defense and they're bad shots. But you got to contend. I mean, shooters shoot, and they're going to continue to shoot. They're going to continue to go. But we just look up and down this lineup. I mean, there's guys that are going to fire the ball up. And Kellen Marshall, you're just seeing him come out right now. You'll see him in number 55, which is kind of a fun number, for a guard.
Well, double nickel,
right? Yeah, without a doubt. And he's stone-faced. I mean, he's in warm-ups. He's got a very effortless shot. This is it's going to be 2 teams just going after it. It's going to be 2 similar styles of basketball. I think for once, maybe Southeast Saline might be the team that slows it down a little bit and gets a little bit more offense. But Council Grove's going to go, and they're going to go, and they're going to go. And it's going to be fun to see how this turns out.
The Southeast of Saline team, they do have a tendency to operate well in chaos, right? I mean, they want to run out. They want to get into the open floor. They want to make you play sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline. Their athleticism takes over in games like that. I think maybe one of the keys to this game is how can Council Grove get the three-pointer in the air in transition, and sometimes what may be a hurried shot because you may be open at the time, but we also see Southeast of Saline has a tendency to close that window quickly.
Without a doubt, and that's one of those things that I think happens a lot of times with offenses is they try to get with transition, Southeast Saline will look to shut the transition down.
Council Grove comes in 14-8. Southeast of Saline comes in. They are 19-3. Other games we're keeping an eye on tonight. 1A boys, Solomon against Clifton Clyde. 4A boys, Abilene against Rock Creek. McPherson against Pratt. And 5A girls, Hayes against Salina Central. We'll step away. Back with more after this.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, the lights are going down, and we're going to have a spotlight at center court. Showtime, Tyler Smith, as the starting lineups will be introduced. This is pretty cool, right? I mean, if you're going to host a sub-state, do it up right. Even though your teams may not be in it, I think Ryan Mortimer has done a really good job. He told me before the first game, he said, if there's anything you see, I trust you, let me know. I'm open for suggestions, because this is Minneapolis' first sub-state in a long, long time. They finally got the new gym where they can put people in there and accept the attendance of a sub-state game. And I think he's doing a great job.
Yeah, the gym looks great. We'll talk about the locker room issue for the girls at another issue. They've been in a classroom. Other than that, this is cool. It's dark. There's a spotlight on center court. This is fun. I mean, as if everybody isn't geeked up enough for this moment. If you're watching on SalinaPost.com, you're in for a treat.
This should be a good one. Let's go over the starting lineups. First for the Council Grove Braves, 14-8 on the year. They will start Cohen Hula, a 6'4 senior. He averages 10 points a game, and he is also the team's leading rebounder, assist getter, and steals taker. He averages 9.9 points a game, 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 2 steals. Also in the starting lineup, Anthony Monahan, a 5'11 junior, 2.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, along with Hunter Brentel, a 5'11 senior, one of the leading three-point shooters on this team, 13.5 points per game, also 2 rebounds. Gavin Mills, a 6'3 junior, is in the starting lineup for Council Grove. 7.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. And Kellen Marshall is the team's leading scorer, a 6' senior, averages 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per contest. Council Grove under the direction of 17th year head coach Bruce Hula. For the Southeast of Saline Trojans, under the direction of Bryson Flax, they will start 4 juniors in their starting lineup, led by Eli Sawyers. He's the team's leading scorer at 17 points a game. The 6'5 junior will be back in the lineup with Nakari Moracle Palmer. 13 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a lot of blocks on this year. He averages almost 2 blocks per game. Also, Luke Gebhardt coming off a new career high, which he established in the sub-state semifinal against Smoky Valley of 23 points. Luke Gebhardt now averaging 12 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3 assists. Drake Augustine, a 5'10 junior in the starting lineup, averaging 5.5 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And rounding it out, the sophomore, Daniel Kerr, 5'10 sophomore, averaging 3 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist per contest. Southeast of Saline, the #1 seed. They will set to the right of the scorer's table. They will be considered the home team in this game wearing their home white jerseys. Tyler Smith, the floor is yours for our new image audio keys to success tonight for the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
I'll tell you, after that heavyweight introduction, there's one person I'm looking for to calm everything down, and that's Cool Hand Luke. I mean, you have Luke Gebhardt. Luke Gebhardt's the one person that's been in this situation a lot. We've seen him on the football field a lot of Friday nights as the quarterback, as the ringleader, as the big man on campus. He's the one that settles this team down. We've seen Nakari. We've seen what Eli Sawyers can do. There's so many weapons out there, but I'm looking at Luke Gebhardt tonight to be the one that calms everything down. We saw what he did a couple of nights ago. Everything's going to go through Luke.
So
if this team is playing in Hutchinson next week, it's going to be because Luke Gebhardt controls the basketball game.
Team the #1 seed. Council Grove comes in the #1 3 seed. The ball is in the air. It's Hula and Sawyers, and it goes back to Daniel Kerr, who will take it into the front court for Southeast of Saline. They'll play it to Gebhardt, and out of the left-hand side, Drake Augustine has it. Augustine looks in, tried to bounce it to Gebhardt down low, who was taking Kellen Marshall to the post, and that'll be an interesting matchup here early on. Gebhardt and Kellen Marshall. Marshall right now going after Gebhardt defensively. Gebhardt has the basketball, top of the circle. He goes all the way to the right-hand side to Daniel Kerr. Danny will get into the lane, a little leaner off the window. Too strong, won't go. And the rebound taken in by Council Grove. Cohen Hula pulls it off the backboard for the Braves. Council Grove wearing their road blue jerseys, dark navy blue, trimmed in a little bit of white and gold. Southeast in their home white jerseys. And a drive by Kellen Marshall, and he's going to score 2. And he starts barking at the Trojans.
Yeah, and Kellen Marshall's going to play with a lot of enthusiasm. You see right there, as the charge is taken right there by Hula, as he takes his foul on Sawyers. This is what the Braves want to do. They want to speed you up, and they're going to try to establish a defensive position and try to just change the way the game's played if you're Southeast Saline.
This is a very emotional, very vocal team from Council Grove to start this game. They have a 2-0 start, and they also have the basketball back. Kellen Marshall with the ball. He'll play it to the right-hand side, and it'll go to Gavin Mills. Mills makes his way into the paint. Now plays it back out to Cohen Hula. Hula takes one dribble, now goes to Marshall. Marshall has Luke Gebhardt accompanying him all the way out to the Minneapolis logo at center court here at Minneapolis High. Good defense here by the Trojans. They have a Brave in trouble near a 5 count. He finally gets rid of the basketball, and as he plays it over to Hunter Brentel. Brentel now will play it back out. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and it's an air ball for Council Grove. And he will hear the wrath of the Southeast of Saline faithful on the other way. 2-0 Council Grove. Southeast has it back. Sawyers with it, top of the circle. He'll pass left to Gebhardt. Now set a screen. Gebhardt with an open 3. That won't go down. Rebound tip to Danny Kerr, and he's going to keep it on the offensive end for the Trojans. Yeah,
Kerr did a good job getting the offensive rebound, but he had the ball on the left-hand block. You want to see Kerr go up strong with that ball. See if he can draw a foul or just get the bucket.
Nakari now into the elbow, right-hand side. He's going to pull it back out. Kerr is open from 3, and that's an air ball. Gebhardt, though, gets the rebound underneath, and there is Luke Gebhardt with his first points of the game, and he gets Southeast of Saline on the board. As you said, he is the calming factor of this Southeast of Saline team. He was so good on Thursday night against Smoky Valley. Here's Monahan in the corner. He's going to bounce it in now, and a block by Sawyers. That was a big play by Eli Sawyers, denying Gavin Mills. And now a ball slapped out of bounds by Council Grove. Southeast is going to keep it. They'll inbound just to the left of the scorer's table.
Well, you can see this Council Grove team's coming out with a lot of energy, and they have to tonight. But this is going to be an interesting matchup. You said it earlier, to Kellen Marshall and Luke Gebhardt. Luke Gebhardt's a tough person for anyone to guard, let alone if you're the leading scorer on the other team.
Nakari all the way to the cup. May have passed up an empty shot there. He looked like he had a good look at the rim. Left it off for Gebhardt at the last minute, but Southeast gets the rebound again. Here's Sawyers from 15. That's no good. Southeast still fighting for offensive rebounds, and Cohen Hula will clear the boards for Council Grove and now draw the foul from Danny Kerr. Kerr got away with it a couple of times, Tyler, but he just kept at it, and eventually the official had to blow the whistle.
Yeah, he did, and I tell you what, Cohen Hula's that's a specimen right there, and we've seen him bring the ball up several times. So when he gets the defensive rebound, you see the big 6'4" senior. He's able to bring the ball up. He's able to absorb the contact and drew the foul right there on Danny Kerr.
First substitution of the game for Council Grove. Anthony Monahan comes out. Freshman Bryson Palmquist checks into the game. Marshall off the pick. Wanted to look at a 3, but right there is Nakari Morinkle Palmer. Marshall again, one of the gunners on this team, and really his range starts from what I saw on Thursday night against Beloit when he steps into the gym. There were times he was 5, 6, 7 feet behind the three-point line, and he would go ahead and shoot it. He is open here. Sawyer's on the run out. The three-pointer's on the way, and Marshall already had it off and in.
Yeah, Marshall's somebody you can't leave alone, especially when you're only 20 feet away from the bucket. Like you said, his range is kind of limitless. If he's got a wide open three and his feet are set, it's probably going to go in.
5-2. Council Grove leading by 3. Sawyers has it in front of the Braves bench. They'll work it around now. A 4-out, 1-in set. Sawyers now goes middle of the lane. 15-footer off the front of the rim. That's no good. And the rebound off the Braves. Out of bounds on the baseline. That'll give Southeast of Saline a chance to run some offense here on the inbounds.
And again, in a very high-energy game, I just love looking at Coach Flax. He's just very calm and smooth. I mean, it's so easy to get up and down with the ebbs and flows of a game like this, but just it's a long game. It's still a normal game as Gebhardt hits a 15-footer.
Gebhardt took a really big jab step into the paint. Then he came back out to the elbow and just rose up and knocked that one down like he's been doing it his whole life. Probably has. 5-4 now. Our lead, 1-point lead by the Braves. They have it on their offensive end. Here's a steal by Gebhardt. First turnover from the Braves. Pitch out to Sawyers. He gets his footing down. And a two-hand flush. That'll get the Southeast of Saline crowd involved as Sawyers rocks the rim. Now his turnover. Oh, it's looked like Drake Augustine had it off the hip of Hunter Brentel. But referee Jason Gordon right in front of it made a great call, and he's going to go ahead and keep it with Council Groves. The Southeast of Saline takes the first lead of the game on a Sawyers dunk.
And great play from Gebhardt to make the steal, and a great job from Sawyers to get the footing right, to understand that, you know, it's a couple steps away. He's going to grab the basketball and go down with the flush. Just a great play from Southeast Saline. Marshall with it across the center court stripe. He is guarded by Luke Gebhardt. Kaysen Lilly and Caden Isaacson has checked into the game. Here's the drive by Bryson Palmquist, and he gets his first 2 of the game. Yeah, Palmquist did a really good job not only getting into the lane, but then going up strong. There was some traffic there. He went up in a nice finish from Palmquist. Palmquist scores 4 a game off the bench. He's just a freshman. Here's a pitch out now after a Southeast of Saline turnover. Shot up, no good. That was over Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Council Grove brings it out, but then they turn it over. Now all the way to Drake Augustine down the floor, and he's going to make the left-handed layup. Good. Each team has 2 turnovers, and Drake Augustine has his first basket. Now we seesaw back and forth. Southeast of Saline back out in front by 1. And David, how much fun is this energy? I mean, this is a sub-state final. Every single bucket, it just is greeted with a roar from each home crowd. Brendel takes the 3. That's no good. They get it back inside now to Hula, and he makes a beautiful curl-around pass to his teammate Hunter Brentel, who came in from the backside, and the assist by Hula that time puts Council Grove back out in front. 2:24 left to go first quarter. 9-8 Braves. Kaysen Lilly lost the basketball. Caden Isaacson there to get it. Lob pass in to Nakari. He tried to go past the lane to Augustine and turned it over. I think Nakari has to be more aggressive here, Tyler. He's passing up a lot of shots. And then on transition, Council Grove's going to score. Gavin Mills, he becomes the 4th Brave to score. Quickly back down though, Southeast of Saline with a long pass. Gebhardt found Augustine, and he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Tell you what, after all that action, it's a first foul against Council Grove. Mercy. Animated conversation right now between Bryson Flax and Nakari Morkel-Palmer. I have a feeling I know what Coach Flax is saying, and that's go get some points. He has done a great job getting the moves and getting to the rim, but has been giving it up at the last second. Here's Augustine at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and good. That gives him 3. That was our first free throw of the game. The foul for Council Grove against Hunter Brentel. That's his first and Council Grove's first team foul. I did not see this Council Grove team go deep against Beloit on Thursday night. I saw them play one guy off the bench, and we'll have to keep an eye on that too as far as depth and fatigue goes in this game, because so far this game has a lot of juice. Well, Council Grove wants every bit of it. They're not afraid of the smoke. They're going to climb up the chimney and get every bit of the smoke they can. They want to run. They want to run. They want to gun, and they want to have fun. But that's the problem, is if you don't have the depth to do that. I mean, so far this top 5 or 6 at Council Grove they're worth all your money. But what do you have after that? Yeah. Council Grove, fancy ball handling down on their offensive end. They lost the basketball, but it went off of bounds, or out of bounds, off of a Southeast of Saline defender. 1:46 left to go here in the first.
11-10, Council Grove leads it by 1. Here's Marshall off the inbounds. Three-pointer on the way, won't go. Kason Lilly with the rebound. He'll play it out to Sawyer. Sawyer's had a brief rest on the bench. He'll get into the lane, around a defender, missed the shot off the front end of the rim, but then got his own rebound and went back up with it. Boy, he is just so fluid in the open floor. You can tell somebody he's 6'5", 6'6", and they'd probably say you're lying to him.
Well, and that's where the problems start with Council Grove. That we see so much energy on the offensive side, and we're seeing them just fly and fly and fly. They don't have a lot of people getting back defensively, and Eli saw that and took full advantage of it.
Beautiful defensive trap on the far side by southeast of Saline's Kason Lilly and Caden Isaacson. Council Grove will keep it, though. Marshall will go over and inbounds as Hula takes his first break. So far, Council Grove shuffling one substitute in and out, trying to get everybody a break here within 6 players. 1:12 left to go, opening quarter, 12-11. It's a 1 seed and a 3 seed here with southeast of Saline being the 1. Here's a three-pointer. Marshall open again, and he scores.
Hey, and Marshall's all about it. I mean, there's some student section business. Marshall gives just a nice little look back to remind him that if he catches the basketball, he's going to hit it.
Here's a drive now by Sawyer. Reverse layup is good. He didn't have to, but he can, and he did. Eli Sawyers goes reverse with the layup, and we're back tied at 14. What a beautiful drive. Up the floor comes Council Grove. See what they want to do here. Here's a backdoor by Marshall. Gebhardt got burnt in a foul on the help side defense there. Boy, Marshall just put him to sleep, and that has a tendency to happen, right, Tyler? You got a good three-point shooter. You're going to crowd him a little bit, and all of a sudden Marshall just blew by and went backdoor, and he'll have a chance now at a traditional three-point play.
Yeah, we've seen Marshall just be deadly already from the outside, so you have to run at him. And as soon as you run at him and the ball fake, and all of a sudden the back door's wide open.
Caden Isaacson on the foul. Marshall's free throw is up and good. He has 11 first-quarter points. 17-14. Back up by 3 are the Braves. Gebhardt has it now to Isaacson. A little full-court token pressure here by Council Grove. Clock down to 27. Drew Richardson into the game for the first time. Isaacson now, top of the key. Sawyers. Now they go to Gebhardt, under 20 to go. Richardson open from 3, lets it fly. He nails it. How big has Drew Richardson been in the postseason so far for Southeast?
And it's just so quiet. You know, he just comes in, just drills. I mean, you give him a wide open shot, he's going to hammer it.
Southeast with a steal, 4 seconds left. Kason Lilly down the middle of the lane, draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Kason Lilly knew he was running out of time, put the accelerator on the floor, and was able to get contact, and that'll send him to the free throw line with 1.7 seconds left. Bryson Palmquist with the foul for Council Grove. 2 shots coming up for Kason Lilly.
And so savvy from Lilly to know that there wasn't a lot of time left. A lot of times you'll see players these days try to slow down the dribble, maybe take an outside shot. He just attacked, and he's got to the free throw line for it.
Kason Lilly misses the first free throw. Second free throw coming up again, just 1.7 seconds left. He gets the second one. Council Grove will hold it to end the quarter, and we are at the end of one. 18-17 in a really good first quarter of basketball. Southeast of Saline leads Council Grove by 1. We'll come back with second quarter action. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com and KINA. It's a Sub-State Championship basketball presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Can-Equip's Service Advantage Preseason Readiness Optimization Program is going on now. Get the best prices of the year on inspections, plus 12-month parts warranties, special financing backed by genuine Case IH parts, and instant rebates on lubricant and filter purchases. Go to canequip.com and click on the Service Advantage banner to see all the savings, or visit them at Can-Equip in Salina. Terms and conditions apply.
Can-Equip you.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, the host site for this Sub-State Championship night. You know, a lot of times, I know there's a lot of juice at state tournaments, but you're in big arenas, and sometimes you lose the electricity. Man, does it get any better than this?
No, it doesn't. I mean, you get those arenas, it's just so tough to fill them. It's almost like your 1A, 2A levels almost fill them better than your bigger classes, but this juice is awesome.
Here's a shot up by Council Grove and a rebound up by the rim by Nakari Morrico-Palmer. He is fouled on the rebound, and it will go against Cohen Hula, and that is his first personal foul. Team foul number 3 against the Braves. Each team had 3 turnovers in that first quarter of action, and it seemed like they all did something off the turnovers too. They were able to convert and at least get a free throw on the other side. Southeast, the ball in their hands, up by 1. Nakari Morrico-Palmer's back into the game after having a brief break. He has the ball poked away. Now it's on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Kellen Marshall. Turnover for Southeast of Saline is their 4th. Here come the Braves back the other way. Marshall with 11 points in that first quarter. Luke Gebhardt will draw him defensively. Now inside, Cohen Hula. Little up and double pump fake, I guess you would call it, against Eli Sawyers, but while his hands were moving, his feet were as well.
Yeah, and Hula knew it right away. This is a tough matchup for Hula. I don't know if he's normally not the biggest guy out there, and all of a sudden he's got Eli Sawyers, next to him as you see a nice defensive play, Marshall trying to jump the pass. But it's going to be interesting because these are 2 completely different post players. They can do a lot of things. It's going to be a fun matchup between Hula and Sawyers. Nakari
Morrico-Palmer with the inbounds play. He'll bring it across center court into the offensive end for Southeast of Saline. Just underway second quarter. Richardson open left wing. Got another one. Drew Richardson off the bench has splashed home 2 3-pointers, and he has 6 points for Southeast. It's a 4-point Trojan lead. Council Grove now trying to handle full court pressure from Southeast of Saline. This may be where Southeast, their endurance, their depth, and their athleticism can take over. Here's a shot up. Nakari Morrico-Palmer with the rebound. Out-jumped everybody. Long pass up to Sawyers. He may go again. This time, right-handed layup. Boy, I thought he might have posterized Marshall that time, but he went ahead and laid it in off the glass.
But Devin, you're exactly right. It's going. I mean, you can't keep up if you're Council Grove right now. You don't have enough depth to run with them.
And a
great
timeout.
Defense.
Yeah, as you said, they're trying to bring the big guy, Cohen Hula, 6'4", big body, and bring him up across the floor, handling the basketball. But Eli Sawyers is more athletic than he is. And so, again, there's where Sawyers can play all over the floor, and you don't have that traditional type post player that's anchored down on the blocks.
Yeah, I'm assuming 9 times out of 10, when you're in an original matchup, a league matchup, any other matchup, that's a great matchup for Council Grove. But all of a sudden, now you got Eli Sawyers that can guard you, can defend you 94 feet. All of a sudden, Hula can't do what he normally does, and it looks like it's starting to not confuse Council Grove, and they've handled this before, but it's just changing maybe the way that they would want to play offense.
3A brackets, reversed field this year. I kind of love it. Boys game first, girls game coming up. That'll be the second game of our doubleheader today. It'll be Southeast of Saline taking on the Riley County Falcons. Council Grove, when you look at travel, we always talk about that with the state of Kansas. Council Grove, a little over 2 hours away from Minneapolis. They are the furthest away from this site. Here's Hula down low, passes back into the paint, and a little runner that's up and no good by the Braves. And again, Nakari with the rebound. A pitch out again to Augustine. Augustine 1-on-4, gets the contact, and the ball set on the rim and almost fell in. Nakari Morrico-Palmer single-handedly, Tyler, taking rebounds and starting transition.
Yeah, he's done that twice in a row now. And what a great job Drake Augustine did there. He had it was a 1-on-2. He had 0 opportunity for the layup, but he decided he was going to drive in. He was going to create contact, and he got himself 2 free throws.
Gavin Mills with the foul for Council Grove. That's his first. Council Grove has 14 fouls, but so far they've spread them out amongst 4 different guys. Augustine misses the first free throw. Second one pending. 5:42 left to go here before halftime. Augustine's second charity toss-up, and good. He has 5. So Drake Augustine and Drew Richardson leading the way in scoring here for Southeast of Saline. 24-17 our score. Here's another steal, a takeaway. Danny Kerr has it in the corner. He gets it to Nakari Morrico-Palmer. Up the floor to Sawyers, who bobbles it but put it on the ground and dribbles his way out of trouble. Now to Nakari on the baseline. He skips it across and throws it away. Each team now with 5 turnovers.
And Nakari on the offensive side looks a little sped up. On the defensive side, he's still being normal, regular Nakari that's grabbing boards, creating havoc. Just slow things down on that side, and everything's going to be all right.
Council Grove with it back. Nakari defensively hounding up top on the logo. Now they get it over left-hand side to Anthony Monahan. Monahan will spread it left now to Marshall. Marshall looking for some space after scoring 11 in the first quarter. He has been held without, but just makes a beautiful pass down low to Cohen Hula, who scores his first basket of the game. He was also fouled, and he will get a chance at a free throw.
Yeah, it looked like that great pass just came off a little pick and slip from Hula. And Danny Kerr just caught in a bad spot. And it's one of those, do I go straight up? Do I try to make contact? And you're going to have to make a lot of contact with Cohen Hula to alter his shot. And right there, that wasn't enough. He's got one free throw after hitting the layup.
Second foul for Daniel Kerr. He'll go to the bench. Hula at the free throw line. Chance to complete the three-point play, and he does. Council Grove so far in this game, 2 for 2. 24-20. That cuts into Southeast of Saline's 7-point lead. Nakari Morical-Palmer on the right wing. Wants to put the ball on the ground. He does. Now he pulls up, plays it to Sawyers. Sawyers in the same space. Now out to Richardson. Another three. This one no good. And the rebound off the backside along the baseline to Cohen Hula. Here comes Marshall. He wants to run. Now he's going to slam on the brakes after he crosses the volleyball spike line. Gebhardt there defensively. We're going to approach the 4-minute mark here. 4:35 left to go. Clock running. Council Grove with the ball, down by 4. Hear the Southeast crowd into it. They have pretty much filled up the section opposite the way, the whole side. Here's a shot put up by Council Grove. No good. Gebhardt with the rebound. On those long shots so far, Tyler, Southeast has done a good job limiting to one possession.
Yeah, you can't give Council Grove second chance opportunities because the amount of times they're going to fire from three. You know, if the offensive rebound, the analytics say get another one up. If you can get an offensive rebound on a three-point shot, you get another one up as soon as possible.
Nakari for three, too strong. A high bounce. Gebhardt fighting for it, but it's going to be tipped to Cohen Hula, and Council Grove will take it away. Halfway through the second quarter now, under 4 minutes we go. Council Grove with it. 24-20, Southeast of Saline leading by 2 possessions. Hula up top. Sawyers nearly got a 5 count out of that. Hula was dribbling, and the official got to 4 before Hula gave it up, and now the ball swatted out of bounds by Nakari Morical-Palmer, and it will stay with Council Grove, and they'll have that dreaded deep corner inbounds over there on the far side.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Nakari. You know, offensively, again, he's not in that rhythm yet, but defensively, he's wreaking havoc. So Coach Flax, I mean, that's the great thing about having Nakari. He's doing so much on the defensive side, you know the offense will come around sooner or later.
Council Grove has it back. Gavin Mills will hand it off now to Hunter Brennell. Brennell now will leave it out way high for Cohen Hula to come get. Now he'll hand it off to Marshall. Marshall with his heels on the sideline, lets a 3 rip, and he gets it. Marshall is pretty much sitting with the student body from Southeast of Saline when he let that one fly. Yeah, Council Grove now back to within 1.
He is an assassin right now. This is a kid that you get hot in a game like this. You got to figure out a way to cool him down if you're Southeast Saline.
Sawyers to the cup, finishes with the left hand. Eli Sawyers now with 10. 26-23, back to a 3-point lead here for Southeast. Jake Gebhardt into the game for the first time. It's the Gebhardt twins, along with Sawyers, Morical-Palmer, and Drake Augustine. 2:45 left to go. Brentel had it, now plays it into the corner to Palmquist. He gets rid of Jake Gebhardt, now bounces it into Cohen Hula. Nakari nearly stole that one away. Now Brentel on the drive, and a hand check foul will be called against Drake Augustine. That'll be his first.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen Hunter Brentel put up as many shots as Kellen Marshall, and Marshall's on fire. He's hitting a lot of shots, but, you know, looking at statistics, Hunter Brentel's a guy that gets up just as many shots from three-point land as Marshall, and Brentel's, I think, maybe only attempted 1 or 2 today. So Augustine's been doing a really good job defensively on him.
Yeah, and on the season, Marshall makes 3-pointers at 27%. He's shooting way above that right now. 26-23, here's a loose ball. Gebhardt gets it stuck to his hand. Now he plays it up the floor. Luke to Jake. Sawyers has it along the baseline. Lob to Nakari. He couldn't get it to go, and he misses the putback. Wow, Nakari can't buy a basket right now. Transition for Council Grove, and Drake Augustine slots it into the stratosphere. That'll get a big cheer out of the Southeast of Saline crowd on the far side as they will play up defense now with the rest of the team. Augustine with a big one-man stand.
Yeah, great job from Augustine. He had no idea. It's either going to be a lob or a shot. He goes up and just swats the ball as hard as he can. Great job from Augustine, just busting his backside back to create a problem for Council Grove.
Council Grove with some baseline offense now. They have a chance to get it into Gavin Mills. Now back up top to Palmquist. They work back left now to Mills. Man-to-man defense still being applied by Southeast of Saline, and they lost it out of bounds. Anthony Monahan tripped up and loses the ball.
Yeah, right now you're seeing when Hula and when Brentel are out of the basketball game. I don't know if we've seen Marshall out of the game yet. The offense just completely changes. 100% changes without those two in there. And we saw right there just an easy turnover that Southeast Saline created.
Here's Sawyers now to the cup, and he's going to lean back in, finish it with the right hand, and draw a foul. What an aggressive move by Eli Sawyers. And a blocking foul called against Council Grove that'll send Sawyers to the line.
And that's number 2 on Mills. And right there, Sawyers just saw that he had the baseline, and Mills was just in a horrible position. I don't think Mills wanted to foul. I think he was trying to get out of the way. Sawyers draws the contact, hits the free throw. Great play from the junior, Eli Sawyers.
Back to 6. Remember, this lead was cut to 1 at one time after Southeast led by 7. Now Southeast has built it back to a half a dozen. 1:42 left to go. Here's Isaacson up top. Now he's guarding Marshall. This should be interesting. Marshall gives it up, though. Now to the baseline. Brentel has it. Back out to Marshall. Isaacson there. Marshall's going to try to get around him with a big head and shoulder fake. Caden takes a couple of steps back, now recovers. Gavin Mills has it. Now to the right-hand side. Monahan back into Mills on the pick and roll, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play. That was a beautiful play on the pick and roll to Gavin Mills.
Yeah, that was really nice. Just picked, rolled, and it looked like Isaacson came from helping off on Marshall, and he thought he was going straight up, and he knew right away that he committed the foul. Just got him with the body. Just great body control from Mills to go up, absorb the contact, and finish the shot.
Isaacson has his second foul. Free throw coming up here from Gavin Mills as he tries to complete that three-point play, and he cannot. Ball picked up by Caden Isaacson, who stays in there. Southeast of Saline with their 6th team foul with 1:13 left to go here in the half. Gebhardt inside, leaves it off. Luke to Jake, and Jake can't hit that shot. Now the ball out of bounds. Luke Gebhardt and Caden Isaacson trying to keep it in bounds, but one of them was on the baseline. It will go to Council Grove. 29-25, the Braves will have it with 67 seconds left in the half. Full court pressure again from Southeast of Saline. Marshall takes a long stare. Now he'll play it in to Hunter Brentel. Brentel brings it up the left-hand sideline. Augustine right there with him the whole way. Now they try to get a pick, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Brentel got tangled up that time with his teammate Gavin Mills, and it got enough of Augustine that Brentel had to get space, and he just kind of got caught with that bump and that little shove.
And a lot of time with those player control offensive pushes, they're very controversial, but the two people that didn't say a word were Brentel, who committed the foul, and head coach Bruce Hula. I mean, everybody just kind of knew that that's what happened. Really, really good defense from Augustine to draw that.
57 seconds left to go now. Southeast of Saline has the basketball back. Nakari Miracle-Palmer is into the game, along with Kason Lilly. 29-25, it's a 4-point Trojan lead. Skip pass over the top of everything. Lilly has it on the left-hand side, now to Luke Gebhardt. Here's Sawyers, back door to Augustine. Augustine had to take a bounce to gather himself, and he was able to finish it. That was a great move by Drake Augustine. Now full court pressure again. Southeast trying to make a little run here. They lead by 6. 29 seconds left to go. Backdoor to Marshall, and he had it stripped away by Nakari Miracle-Palmer. Another takeaway by Nakari on defense. That'll leave Southeast with 20 seconds left to go. Gebhardt with it up top. Luke to the left. Will play it to Nakari. Now to Kason Lilly. Clock down to 11. Nakari has it now in a crowd with Sawyers and Lilly all in the same area. Now to Augustine and Luke Gebhardt with 5. Luke wants to drive. Leaves it out for Nakari, and a pushing foul will be called on Luke Gebhardt. An offensive foul. It wasn't player control because he landed and then got called with the push. So we're going to have 1-and-1 on the other end. Am I right?
I believe so. Well, if they're saying it wasn't player control, that should be. And it looks like Coach Hula's calling for that. But if we stay quiet enough, nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, the official never signaled player control. He said that Gebhardt had landed, got rid of the ball, and then pushed. Should be a 1-and-1, but that's escaping us here as Council Grove.
That's big.
Throws up a long shot at the end of the half, and we are at halftime. 31-25 our score. Southeast of Saline leading by 6 as we go to the break. When we come back on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report, we'll go over stats from the first half. We will also preview our girls' game coming up next. 31-25 our score at the halftime. Trojans leading it on KINA.
Auto and truck accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and truck accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojans sports program.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
See me, Kelly Kitchener, at our brand new location, 1809 South Ohio in Salina.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Salina Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play, and in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, halftime of the boys contest, 31-25 is our score. Southeast of Saline leads it by 6. Let's go over scoring from the first half. The leading scorer of this game is Kellen Marshall for the Council Grove Braves at 11 in the first quarter, but just 3 points in the second quarter. 4 points for Gavin Mills, 3 points for Cohen Hula, 2 points for Bryson Palmquist, and 2 points for Hunter Brintle. For the Southeast of Saline Trojans, 1 point behind Kellen Marshall is Eli Sawyers. He has 13 points in this game in the first half. Drake Augustine has 7. 6 points for Drew Richardson, 4 points for Luke Gebhardt, and a single free throw for Kason Lilly. Southeast of Saline, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, while Council Grove is 2 out of 3. Council Grove has 8 turnovers in this first half, while Southeast of Saline has just 5. When we come back, we'll preview the girls' contest, the second game of our doubleheader. When we come back, it's a 3-minute break here on KINA.
Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and truck accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC. When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at SalinaPaintballComplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To someone going through a difficult time, a text, a call, or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for confidential support.
For nearly 40 years, Home Automotive Center has taken pride in taking care of the people of our community. And if you're interested in selling your car, we can help you with that too, with the Home Automotive Center buyback program. It's the easiest way to get the best price for your car. So when you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. Simply bring your car to either dealership in Abilene or Salina, and we'll get you taken care of, because that's what we do best. Get your best price with the Home Automotive Center buyback program. In Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith. Brian Dennett with us as well, providing live stream video on SalinaPost.com, and that's presented by our friends at Bennington State Bank. Halftime of the guys game, and so far Southeast of Saline playing pretty well. 31-25 is the score. They lead it by 6. And the second game of our doubleheader coming up later tonight. It's a Southeast of Saline girls contest as they will take on the Riley County Falcons. And boy, Tyler, this could be a game later on with Riley County and Southeast of Saline, both of them very solid defensively. It may be the first team to 30 wins this game.
That's exactly what Sean Smith said earlier today. It's not going to be a pretty game. It's going to be a game that Southeast Saline wants to run, and Riley County knows they want to run, and Riley County wants to take the air out of the ball, and they're going to want to slow it down, and they're going to want to make the game as slow and as ugly as possible. The really, really good thing is if you look in the recent history of Southeast Saline, they played Ellenwood, and they played a Lions team that wanted to do the exact same thing, and they came out victorious. But it'll be a fun one for the nightcap.
Absolutely. Riley County, one of those teams, they're really not supposed to be here. They're the 6th seed. They knocked off Minneapolis in their first round meeting. Then they came through and knocked off Smoky Valley last night to qualify for the final here to face up with Southeast of Saline, who is the number 1 seed. 31-25 here, halftime of the boys contest. And this game's been up and down all over the place. And really, it's been about guys making plays so far, Tyler. And I think both teams are playing pretty well. But Southeast of Saline, I don't know if it was fatigue. I don't know if it was them settling in, maybe some adjustments that we didn't see that were obvious. But they really kind of took over in that second quarter and established themselves from going down by 3 to taking a 7-point lead and carrying a 6-point lead into the break.
Well, I think the biggest thing we noticed from Council Grove when they came out was just the energy they were playing with. And it was relentless. And you're wondering, how are they going to withstand that the entire game? And the problem is you can't. But with that said, Hunter Brennell hasn't gotten going yet. I mean, this is a 13-point scorer a game who hasn't gotten off the mark. He's got 2 points. But then if you want to counteract that, Nakari Marco Palmer still hasn't done a lot offensively. He's doing so much defensively. Those are the 2 wild cards right now. It's a 31-25 game. If you're Coach Flax in Southeast you're happy with where things are because the energy's picking up, and if you're Council Grove just can't run up and down with you, and you want to continue to push the press, continue to push the pace, and see how the substitutions are going to match out. Because like you said, it's just been 6 guys coming in and out. There's nobody else coming off that bench if you're rooting for the Braves in Council Grove.
31-25, our score. Luke Gebhardt, Daniel Kerr, Drake Augustine, Eli Sawyers, Nakari Morico-Palmer all taking the floor for Southeast of Saline. Starters out there for the Braves as well. Again, if you're listening along on KINA, I want to welcome you to Southeast of Saline Sub-State Championship Basketball. You can also have the radio broadcast paired with live stream video on SalinaPost.com, presented by the Bennington State Bank. Southeast of Saline will start out with the basketball. They lead it by 6. Always curious in the early parts of these third quarters, Tyler, what adjustments were talked about at halftime. Sawyers on the curl, gets into the paint, up over everybody, and he scores. There's a Council Grove player that may have took a flop there on Sawyers. Sawyer scores anyway without the foul. 15 now for Eli Sawyers.
Yeah, that's a dangerous place to flop. I mean, that's a place you're going to give somebody an and-one opportunity really quick like.
Now a Council Grove ball handler goes down to the deck. We're going to have a conversation between the officials, and they're going to say it's a jump ball. The arrow will keep it with Council Grove.
Devin, that's 2 or 3 times Danny Kerr's been right around a loose ball, and he's gotten his hands on it to do that exact same thing right there. I mean, he's just got a nose for the ball. If it's loose, he's going to get near it.
Council Grove with an inbounds between their bench and the scorers table here on the sideline in front of us. Now they'll play it to the middle of the floor. Marshall has it. Marshall throws a finger in the air. Now he's going to go over to the right-hand side, running play number 1. He has it to Monahan. Monahan now into the side of the lane. Now they hand it off to Marshall. Marshall goes into the chest of Eli Sawyer. Sawyers took a couple of steps back. Now recovers into the middle of the paint. Here's Hula. Little handoff to Palmquist, and he drops it. Sorry, that was Monahan. Southeast of Saline, out running in transition. Gebhardt dumps it off for Nakari, and Morico-Palmer has his first basket. Gebhardt was in nitrous mode. They're flying down that left-hand sideline.
Well, and Gebhardt, with all that speed, did such a great job of slowing his whole body down, and nice dish to Palmer with the finish.
Here's Marshall. He gets into the paint, tries to score, cannot. Nakari with the rebound. Lost the basketball down low to Cohen Hula. You said this earlier about fouling Cohen Hula. Does he even feel it? Nakari came across both arms of Cohen Hula that time, and Nakari's not a small man, and Hula finished anyway, and he's going to have a chance at a three-point play.
Cohen Hula, and he's unfazed. I mean, Cohen Hula's a guy, that's a huge, we talk about the energy that Council Grove's playing with. That was an and one that he just absolutely drilled and no emotion. I mean, this kid, he's the Disney character villain. I mean, he's just built like a brick outhouse. He's so calm and he's so smooth as he buries the free throw. This guy's a monster.
That is the second time tonight he has had a three-point play. He now has 6 points and gets that back within double digits. Here's Gebhardt in the far side. Now plays it around to Daniel Kerr. Drake Augustine has it. Gebhardt lets it rip from 3. Too strong, no good. A rebound on the backside, taken in by Marshall, who outjumped everybody. Here comes Marshall up the floor to Hula. He let him a little too much, and Hula saves it right off the leg of Eli Sawyers out of bounds.
Yeah, we got blood coming from Hula's forehead. I don't know how long you let this go before you do something about it. If this would have happened 1 year ago today, where the world was a year ago, we'd have stopped play and sprayed the entire court. So, but it looks like, yeah, we're just going to let it go, which is fine. A little blood, no biggie.
I don't know that the officials have seen that yet. I can't imagine that being allowed to go on. And it's just kind of right at the top of his forehead where his hairline's at, but we're a good portion away from the floor. We can see it.
You'd stop a fight right now if it was a heavyweight fight. You have to get a cut man out there.
Here's a drive by Marshall. He goes into Daniel Kerr, and Kerr will collect the charge. Marshall was all gas, no brakes that time, and Daniel Kerr did not care. He was there to take the charge and turn it back the other way.
Yeah, what a great job from Danny Kerr, because I tell you what, when Kellen Marshall gets going, you're exactly right. He's all go. Great job from Kerr, just dropping him down on the line, putting his feet there, taking the charge.
Augustine in the paint. Now he'll kick it out to Sawyers. Those two reverse rolls. Eli can't get the 3 to fall down. And now Council Grove will have the rebound. Freshman Bryson Palmquist is back in the game for Council Grove. And the reason we wonder about that blood also is because, again, Council Grove has only used one guy off their bench. Here's a steal by Sawyers. Round the back pass to Kerr. Danny Kerr in for the left-handed layup, and he misses it. Daniel Kerr on the left-hand side. It's his good side, missed the layup. Now Gebhardt takes it back. Luke in traffic, and the ball stuck. I've never seen a layup attempt or a finger roll attempt get stuck between the board and the rim, but it did there, but a foul is called. So we don't even have to check the arrow here. Gebhardt gets 2 free throws out of it. That is insane.
I'm glad you just ran on the reel right there because I thought we might.
Yeah, if there was no infraction there and it was a live ball, we would have had to go to the arrow. But since the foul was called, it's treated like any other shot, and Gebhardt goes to the free throw line.
The more you know.
First free throw by Gebhardt was good. Second one also finds a home. 6 points for Luke Gebhardt.
And the chance of Luke that they've said so many times on Friday nights in the fall are raining out from the Southeast Lane student section.
Now a steal by Danny Kerr. Gebhardt shot, no good, but Nakari on the backside to put it back in the cup. And a timeout by Council Grove. A full timeout requested by the Braves. 39-28. Southeast of Saline has built their biggest lead of 11. We are not quite yet 3 minutes into the third quarter as we step away. You're watching and listening to Southeast of Saline Sub-State Basketball right here on KINA and Salina Post.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on T-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to full-service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Since established in business in 1887, the Bank of Tuscany has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in communities of Tuscany, Lincoln, Salina, and Lynchburg. The Bank of Tuscany strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Tuscany become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Tuscany, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tuscany.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, Brian Dennett, along with Big Sam Pretty. 5:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Southeast of Saline with their biggest lead of the night. They lead it by 11 over the Council Grove Braves. Marshall with it dangerously close to the center court stripe. Looked like he brought all 3 points across and then dribbled into the backcourt. The official, though, lets them play on. Here's a three-pointer that's up. No good by the Braves. That came from the right hand of Hunter Brentel. Nakari Morrico-Palmer with the rebound. A little bit of a danger zone area for Council Grove here, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. If they don't get stuff going and they don't start hitting shots, right now you're at 11, and we know how well they shoot the outside shot, but if you don't start playing defense and start getting some shots, this could get to 15 and then get to 20 really, really quick.
There's a three-pointer missed in the corner by Daniel Kerr as Danny and Nakari play inside-outside basketball. Now Brentel on the offensive end. Little teardrop over the top of Nakari. Hunter Brentel has his second basket of the night. He has 4. Gebhardt now into the lane. It's deflected and turned over. First turnover of the half for Southeast of Saline.
Well, Devin, we talk about rim protectors so much. Right there, it was just going hula, just standing in the lane. He wasn't going to let anybody in, and it really deterred what Gebhardt was going to do with the basketball.
Brentel lets another one fly from the outside for Council Grove, and Drake Augustine went and got the rebound. Now it's a 4-on-4 opportunity as 2 guys late, 1 on each team getting back. Ends up with Kerr in the corner. He just missed one from there. He's going to miss this one as well. Council Grove with the rebound to the run out. Now Southeast gets back really well on defense. They get in their lane, though, to Marshall. He tries to go around his back, and it goes off a Southeast player and out of bounds.
I tell you what, watching Kellen Marshall is just fun. He just plays with this free spirit. Seeing him in number 55 is almost like an old Jason Williams, the Jason Williams that I'm trying to think his college path with Sacramento, not the Jay Will that was with Duke. He's just got the blonde locks, the number 55. Just the way he plays. I mean, it's free spirit. He wants to let the ball fly. It's a lot of fun for him.
Cohen Hula will come out of the game. and that may have an impact of what happens in the next couple of minutes. Southeast may get their rim game going back on the inside on offense, as he has been a deterrent in there most of the night. 39-30. Southeast playing defense. Council Grove with the ball. 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Marshall with the ball. Now he's going to turn. Excuse me, that's not Marshall. That is actually Gavin Mills. Mills now to Monahan. Mills gets it back underneath. A bullet pass that was hard to handle for Hunter Brentel, and it's a turnover. Caden Isaacson leaves one up off the backboard. He knew he didn't have a chance, but he left it off for Kaysen Lilly.
Yeah, I think you said that exactly right. I mean, Caden had nowhere else to go with the basketball, so he threw it off the backboard, and Lilly is the benefactor of just great hustle.
Caden with another steal to Gebhardt. Touch pass to Nakari. Missed the first one, missed the second one, gets the third one. Nakari working hard in there. He has had a tough shooting night right at the rim, but that time he was able to get off the floor faster and more often than everybody else.
Yeah, Nakari's kind of pulled a blame. He's grabbing his left foot a little bit, struggling maybe. We'll see. Now he's okay.
He has the ball right now. Off to Richardson. Bounce pass Gebhardt. Layup, no good. Marshall went flying by and might have got a piece of that ball. Marshall telling his coach they need a timeout. He might be begging for a white flag here to get a rest, and the coach will oblige. Marshall barely make it down the floor, and he was signaling his coach to call a timeout the whole time, and now he's going to go to the bench as Council Grove burns one here. It's a full timeout. 1:53 left to go. Southeast of Saline leads it by 13 as you're listening and watching to Sub-State Championship Basketball presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Kansas Wesleyan University offers great nursing education options with a BS major in nursing and an RN to BSN program. KWU recently opened a brand new $5 million nursing education center that features state-of-the-art simulation rooms and next-generation classroom equipment designed to take the educational experience to the next level. Wonderful scholarships and opportunities to gain experience are available. Want to know more? Check out kwu.edu/nursing today. That's kwu.edu/nursing.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the timeout, Council Grove, it appears they're looking for every opportunity they can to rest, as they have burnt 3 timeouts so far, and they have just 2 remaining with 1:40 left to go in the third quarter. 43-30, Southeast of Saline leads it by a baker's dozen. Right now the Trojans playing defense with Council Grove trying to get some points. Cohen Hula back into the game. He has scored 3 of the points here in the third quarter. They only have 5. Now a skip pass taken away by Kaysen Lilly, but a foul called on the initial pass, I think, where the pass was coming out, maybe?
Oh.
No, they're going to say Kaysen Lilly.
Well, and that's an extremely interesting call. So when they called the foul, it looked like Caden Isaacson looked to be guilty, and he wasn't complaining. But then when they called it on Isaacson, that was kind of a – sorry, when they called it on Lilly, everybody was kind of shocked by that.
Interesting. 43-30, Council Grove has it after the foul. Each team has 2 team fouls. Now a steal by Kaysen Lilly. Redemption for Kaysen. He pitches up to Sawyers. The 2-hand slam. It's the second flush of the game for junior Eli Sawyers as he rocks the rim now equally on both ends. 1 each.
Do we got more juice in the legs here? Look at Lilly again. Just feeling it. We have to talk about Kaysen Lilly, what he does offensively, but right now he's really making his mark on the defensive side.
I love watching Trent Douglas on the bench because we often say he's the stickler, right? He's the rule getter. Yes. He's the guy that's going to get after you first, but he's also their biggest cheerleader. He is pumped right now on the Southeast bench. 45-30, near steal by Sawyers, and that's going to be Council Grove. A free pass to the basket. Gavin Mills will score. A brief 15-point lead by Southeast of Saline. Trojans have it now, 40 seconds left to go in the third. Lilly with a little lob pass inside to Sawyers. One-hand pass out now to Drew Richardson. Richardson tapped the brakes, then got back on the accelerator, missed the shot. Isaacson picks up the miss and puts it back in. Caden Isaacson with his first bucket of the night. Back to 15. And Council Grove hard to the rack as Gavin Mills starts to take advantage of some driving lanes. That's 2 in a row for him.
Yeah, Mills is crafty. He's kind of that what you maybe a traditional 4, but he can slash, he can go to the bucket, he can stretch you out a little bit, plays hard. But it's just, I don't know if they have enough firepower to keep up with Southeast Saline.
There's a turnover by Southeast right at the buzzer as Marshall got the steal, and we are at the end of 3. 47-34, our score. 4th and final quarter coming up when we come back, and it's brought to you by the Bennington State Bank. The Bennington State Bank.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Southeast of Saline takes a 13-point lead into the 4th quarter of action here in the Sub-State Championship game. They also will start out with the basketball. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here as we get ready for the last quarter. Here's a lob pass to the rim off the inbounds. Gebhardt throwing it up over the top to Sawyers. Sawyers went in for it, and a Council Grove player undercut Sawyers for the foul.
And that's so tough in high school and the fans don't understand it, but when you're in a shooting position and the body goes into you, that is a non-defensive position. That's a foul every single day. High school, you don't see that very often at Council Grove apparently. They're not happy with the call, but that's a foul every single day. He put himself in a shooting position.
I compare it to this. Picture if I was shooting a jump shot and you just came in and went into my legs. It's the same thing.
Yeah, without a doubt.
First free throw missed by Sawyer. Second one on the way is good. 18 points for Eli Sawyers. The lead now at 14 for Southeast of Saline. The big question, I think, here, how much gas does Council Grove have left in the tank? Southeast of Saline, they're relentless right now. Little full court pressure. They're going to shadow the Braves and make them work for everything. Kellen Marshall has it. Remember, he had 11 points in the first quarter, had 11 of Council Grove's 17. Since then, he has only scored 3 points. He is sitting on 14 right now. Here's a steal now, Drake Augustine. Augustine on the kick out for Council Grove, took it away. Now to Nakari, lob to the rim. Sawyers give the assist to Nakari. Marco Palmer on our Everhart Precision Ag pass of the game.
Well, Devin, you just talk about the first half, first quarter especially, the entire first half, how maybe inefficient Nakari was on the offensive side, and now he's doing so much. He's only got 6 points, which is, well below his average, but he's doing so many things. It's the rebounds, the passes, the defense. Great job by Augustine. Watch out.
Augustine got the steal. They grabbed his jersey. That went unseen. And then they end up finishing on the other end with Sawyers. 22 now for Eli Sawyers.
And, Devin, you said it was in the danger zone a couple minutes ago, and here we go. Here we go. Watch out.
Here's Case and Lilly up the floor. Off the backboard, he was trying to go to Sawyers. Sawyers was covered up, and then Gebhardt puts it into the cup. 8 points for Gebhardt. It's showtime right now for Southeast. They lead by 20.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kellen Marshall knew what was going on. He made sure he kind of held on to Sawyers, made sure that didn't go down.
There's a drive by Hunter Brindle and a shot up and good. He has a half a dozen now. Augustine back down the floor. Boy, Southeast, they have a lot of gas left in the tank, don't they?
Yeah, and here's where you gotta stay in control. Don't get into a sloppy game of rec basketball, because Council Grove won set as Lilly misses the 3. Run some possession, run some clock. You got an 18-point lead. Work on things right now. Don't just get into this flow of the game that Council Grove wants you to play in.
Bryson Flack still has all of his timeouts remaining. He has not called one yet in this game.
I don't think Bryson Flack has said anything outwardly to his team all night, like in a very positive way. Everything he said, he's just been very quiet, very stoic over there on the bench as we see Lilly with the block. I think he knew what was going to come from Council Grove. He had them scouted perfectly. Southeast Saline, they took that initial punch, and they're just riding along with that game plan perfectly.
54-36, Council Grove with the basketball. Kason Lilly just got a foul. That was his second, just the third team foul on Southeast of Saline. So still a ways before Council Grove gets a break and a chance to rest while they shoot a 1-and-1. Here's Marshall with a shot, up and good. A crafty little up and under move. He has 16 points. That is just his first basket of the second half.
Yeah, that was a special move right there. But like you said, there was just so much energy that he had to use in the first half to get loose, to do anything. He's been non-existent so far this half for Council Grove.
Sawyer's outside, goes inside to Nakari. Lost the ball. Marshall took it away. Third turnover for Southeast of Saline. They've come up empty now 3 straight trips, and Council Grove has the ball down by 16. 54-38, still a lot of time left with 5:08 left on the clock. Inside to Hula, out to Brentel for 3. That one came off no good, but the freshman Palmquist comes flying in to put it back home. 54-40, now a near steal by Marshall, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline, and Bryson Flax has seen enough. He wants a full timeout. 4:56 left to play in this one. 54-40 now our score as Council Grove goes on a 6-0 run to cut the lead back to 14 as you listen and hear it right here on Salina Post and KINA.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, try one of their scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 2 and 5 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple in Gypsum, Kansas. Great people, great food, good time.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Right. Back here at Minneapolis High School, Council Grove on a little 6-0 run here as they have cut into Southeast of Saline's 20-point lead. Now 54-40, Trojans lead it. Gebhardt with it along the baseline. Little head and shoulder fake. Now he plays it to Sawyers. Sawyers driving to the rim is able to get up and score with the left hand. Sawyers may be at a point in his life here, Tyler. He might be just as good with the left as he is with the right.
Yeah, and he works on it so much. Great block from Sawyers. He's doing it at all ends right now.
And another block by Kason Lilly to protect the rim. Sawyers and Lilly both in there with the rim. Here's Sawyers on the pass from Gebhardt, and a tip by Luke. Sawyer's ball took one little bounce off the rim, but Luke was there to put it right back through. Double-digit scoring now for Luke Gebhardt.
And we have no idea what Coach Flack said at the timeout. We thought it might be slow down, let's run some clock, let's work on some things. He might have said the opposite. He might have said just keep pressuring them on defense and get easy buckets on the other side.
There's a foul now underneath. Sawyers moves in, and they're going to call a charge on Marshall. Sawyers and Marshall collided underneath, and that will be Marshall's second player control foul in this game as Council Grove turns it over again, and that is foul number 2 for Kellen Marshall.
And props to Sawyers for being there. Again, in the high school game, there is no arc. There's nothing that you can kind of get as low as you can. I thought Eli was sucked in really tight. Nevertheless, great job from Eli just to go up strong and to take the hit.
Here's Nakari Morikel-Palmer now. He'll bring it across midcourt. Play it left to Richardson. Now Daniel Kerr. Back to Nakari, top of the key. Bounce pass into Caden Isaacson, who has checked in, along with Drew Richardson. Drake Augustine wants to drive baseline. Back out now to Kerr. Now to Caden Isaacson. Caden, I think he was dribbling. It looked really, really awkward, but somehow he was always in control, and now Southeast will throw it away on the far sideline. The miscommunication there between Nakari Morikel-Palmer and Daniel Kerr. That is Southeast of Saline's 4th turnover of the half, their 9th for the game.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how just the rhythm of one driver or one streaker going to the lane kind of disrupts the whole offensive flow. And it's kind of looked like what happened right there. Caden goes in. There's a lot of hands there. He kicks it out. just nothing was in flow right there with that possession.
Council Grove with it back. Monahan has it now. He'll play it to Hula. Cohen Hula back to Marshall. Marshall wants to get that three off, but Caden Isaacson is right there with him. Back to Hula now, inside the paint. He'll turn, try to get it off the window, but he cannot get the angle quite there, and he will go to the free throw line after being fouled. Cohen Hula in this game, 6 points. He's 2 of 2 from the line.
Well, if you're Southeast Saline, you're running at every shooter. You know, the three can beat you if they start getting hot on the threes. You're going to have to stack up a lot of twos to make this, 18-point deficit shrink. I don't know if there's enough time to do that. So you're going to charge the threes, and they're going to defend the twos. And if you have to sit them at the free throw line, that's what you do. But you're not going to give any open threes, especially with this duo that can get hot with Marshall and Brenzel.
As we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, a game going on that started the same time we did. And this is going to be a little bit of a surprise, I think, in Class 4A. The Abilene Cowboys trail Rock Creek at the half. And that is a rematch from a game earlier this season in which Abilene dominated that game. I think there might have even been a running clock. Here's Augustine on the run out with the two-hand shot. That is good. Drake has 9. So Rock Creek leads Abilene 20-19 at halftime. On the ground, a ball that Hula lost. Caden Isaacson's going to rip it out of there, and that'll be a foul on Hula. So that strength and that determination by Caden Isaacson was the difference between going to the arrow, in which Council Grove would have kept it, and getting the foul.
And Caden Isaacson is 0 right for that basketball, but we've talked about this. Caden Isaacson loose balls aren't 50-50. They're 80-20, and he just ripped it away from Hula. Hula's exhausted right now. I mean, you're really starting to see the depth. I mean, he's at half court. His hands are on his knees. I mean, this is a big, strong, tough kid, but these kids are gassed right now from Council Grove. They just don't have the guns to go with Southeast Saline.
60-41 our score. Southeast has it back. This ball batted out of bounds by Hunter Brentel as Augustine was looking to come back into the corner to Drew Richardson. 2:35 left to go here in the fourth. Again, stick with us. This is just game number 1 of 2 featuring Southeast of Saline today. Gebhardt wants to drive along the baseline, and it's good. Marshall came over like he may have wanted to take the charge, but Gebhardt just floated right by him.
And I have a feeling if this game's a little bit different, that might be a block foul right there. I mean, the feet weren't in spot. It's kind of sliding over, but you get to a point as we see a timeout called right there. Council Grove, Marshall, the Braves, they're flustered at the moment.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. Council Grove in trouble. They had to get a break as they trail by the biggest deficit of the game, 21 points here on KINA.
Home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
2:18 left to go here in this game. Sub-state championship. Council Grove and Southeast of Saline. The Trojans right now leading by 21 points. They're going to pitch it out after a stop on defense to Sawyers. Sawyers was going up to dunk, and a technical foul will be called on Sawyers. That's just, he went up to dunk, lost the basketball, and kind of hung on the rim, partly maybe to protect himself, but also, I mean, he was going to dunk, so you're going to get some rim anyway, right?
I love the fans that love to taunt the kid that gets stuck on the rim.
Right.
Because what else are you going to do? Do you want me to land on your child?
Yeah.
But fair play to them. They paid their $7, $10, maybe $11 now that Keisha makes you spend. I guess they're allowed to cheer and taunt high school kids.
2 free throws by Kellen Marshall. That'll go as a turnover for Southeast of Saline. Marshall makes both free throws, cuts it back to 19, 2:05 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Council Grove inbounds on the far sideline. It's taken away.
They're going to like this one.
Yeah, here comes Nakari now. He gathers it. Hey! And he rocks the rim. Nakari Morikel Palmer may have touched his neck with that ball before he rocks it with 2 hands. That was incredible. We've been dying to see that all year from Nakari.
and this isn't great, but your crowd almost brings you into a situation like this. And Coach Flax wants no part of it.
Flax will call a timeout here as Nakari Morico-Palmer went up. He had a Council Grove defender coming at him, and I thought that may have changed his mind, but it did not at all. And with 1:40 left to go, we have a 30-second timeout called by Southeast of Saline. At 64-43 is our score. Southeast has 3 dunks in the game, 2 by Sawyers, 1 by Nakari Morico-Palmer, and 64 points. They lead this game by 21.
The game is played with emotion, and it's student spectators that make this game so much fun. And the amount of emotion we just saw in the last 30 seconds from the Southeast Saline side, what a blast that was. Holy moly. And I thought Coach Flax did a really good job just putting an end to all that right now. He knows that there's a bigger job that's going to happen in a minute 40.
Well, and I mean,
wow.
We can't say it now, but let's look at this. I mean, just the mentality of this game and everything around
100%.
it. It was 75 degrees today. That's not sub-state basketball or basketball weather. But then it cools off, right? The wind starts blowing again. You're like, oh, here it goes. This is basketball weather again. But one of these teams knows that they're going to have to go to another sport come Monday. The other team is going to prepare to go to Hutchinson.
And what an explanation point that was from Nakari. Goodness gracious, the rim is still shaking.
The
Watch
pass
out.
inside to Nakari Morico-Palmer, and he scores again. And the Council Grove fan that you were talking about earlier has been singled out by one of the officials and probably will not be able to stick around to see the next game even if she wanted to. 1:09 left to go. 66-43 is our score. Another timeout called here by Southeast of Saline, and we want to remind you our second game coming up will also be live streamed on SalinaPost.com, and we'll also have it for you right here on KINA, 910 a.m. and also 107.5 FM as we work our way towards the 7 o'clock hour, 6:45 right now. And our friends at the Bennington State Bank always willing to jump in and be a part of a great sports atmosphere and support local youth. And that's exactly what they've done here today by helping us bring you radio broadcast and also the live stream video of sub-state games here from Minneapolis.
When you always worry just how good the coverage is, how many people are going to stay at home, because the coverage is second to absolutely none. But the gym is still packed with purple. I mean, Southeast Saline has showed out. They've showed up. As you see right there, it's Marshall to Mills. Nice little finish. But, I mean, Salina Post continues just to work their tails off to provide great coverage of Southeast Saline sports.
Under a minute left to go, 66-45. Some younger Southeast of Saline Trojans in there right now. Jake Gebhardt will let a three-pointer fly, and why not? Get Jake one, huh? Jake Gebhardt nails the three. 69-45.
And Devin, you start getting to these scenarios where this team expected to be here. I mean, this team expects to win these games. They've done it in every single season of every sport and everything else. Why wouldn't they do this? I mean, that's what the Southeast Saline basketball team does.
Inside, Britton Heller scores a two. He is on the board now. 15 seconds left to go. 71-48. Here's a big three-point miss by Marshall in the corner, and that'll do it. Heller with the rebound. He'll play it out to Levi Allen. And the Southeast of Saline faithful cheering their Trojans as they will get the victory 71-48. It is their 20th win of the season. And for Southeast of Saline, that will put them in the state tournament the first time since 2017. And remember, their head coach, Bryson Flax, this team accomplished a lot of things that they haven't done since 2007 when he was a senior for the Trojans, in which that team also went to the state tournament. Big win tonight for Southeast.
Yeah, and it was absolutely textbook with the way Coach Flax wanted to go. I mean, they absorbed that early blow from Council Grove, and give Council Grove every single credit in the world. They came out throwing every punch they could. They were throwing haymakers, and Southeast Saline just absorbed them, stuck with the game plan. Ends up being a rout at the end of the day, Devin. I mean, 71-48. It was never close after the second half.
71-48, our final score. The trophy presentation going on right now. We'll stick with it here so you can watch it on Salina Post. Southeast of Saline getting the trophy from Minneapolis Athletic Director Ryan Mortimer, and the #1 seed prevails. Coming into today, and this will change, I think it will change by the end of the night, but coming into today in Class 3A, there are 8 brackets. 6 of the number 1 seeds were still alive on the boys' side. Southeast of Saline now, we can say, has prevailed onto the state tournament as one of those number 1 seeds. Who else will they meet? That'll be the anticipation now of seeing when the bracket comes out from the state. And for Southeast of Saline, the basketball season continues. 71-48, our final score. We're going to step away and take a break. When we come back, we'll have final numbers of this contest for you. We'll also have a Verdon Jewelers Gym of the Game as we go to postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers right here on KINA.
Can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The name is JJ Lawn Care, but don't let the name fool you. It's not just lawns they care about, it's their customers. JJ Lawn Care is a locally owned business that works with people in and around Salina on more than just lawns. Warm weather is winding down. Fertilizing and winterizing your lawn and removing those pesky leaves can be a real chore. Let JJ Lawn Care come to the rescue for your fescue. Give Jathan a call today at 820-7728. JJ Lawn Care, caring for more than just your lawn.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braised, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back to Minneapolis High School as the chaos of the transition continues now. The great thing for Southeast of Saline fans, not only do they get to watch all of their kids play basketball today, they get to just stay in the seat that they were in for the first game, right?
Yeah, and I think there was a panic. We came in, and the clock hadn't even started, and we were an hour early, and there were fans already here. I mean, this is a hot ticket. This is as hot of a ticket as you get in the Salina Gypsum area right now. And boy, howdy, the first act of this play, it proved completely worthy. It proved that it was worth the price of admission tonight.
Southeast of Saline wins over the Council Grove boys, 71-48. They will go to the state tournament next weekend in Hutchinson. Let's go over final numbers for you of this game. Leading scorer of this contest was Southeast of Saline Jr. Eli Sawyers, 24 points for Eli in this game. Luke Gebhardt, 8 points in the second half. He finishes with 12. 10 points for Nakari Morinkle-Palmer. 9 points for Drake Augustine. 6 points for Drew Richardson. 3 points for Kason Lilly. 3 points for Jake Gebhardt. 2 points for Brenton Heller. And 2 points for Caden Isaacson. All in all, Southeast of Saline had 9 different scores in this game. For Council Grove, they had 5 guys score in this game, led by Kellen Marshall with 21. 10 points for Gavin Mills. 7 points for Cohen Hula. 6 points for Hunter Brentel, and 4 points for Bryson Palmquist. Southeast of Saline, 8 of 11 from the free throw line in this contest. Council Grove, 6 of 8. Council Grove, 17 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 10. 71-48, our final score. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll have a cap on this one in our Verdon Jewelers Gym of the Game after a Trojan victory here on KINA.
Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Gabe with Sage Products in Salina, offering industrial strength products that get the job done right. We are featuring hospital grade disinfectant sprays, wipes, and hand sanitizers to keep you safe this time of year. We carry toilet paper with a large assortment of hand towels. Check out our private line of colorful products like Mom's Streak-Free Glass Cleaner or our friendly Amazing Green Bowl Cleaner. Go online to sageselects.com, visit our 9th Street location in Salina, or call 309-1919.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at salinasepticservice.com, proudly supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in post-game from Minneapolis High School after Southeast of Saline wins it 71-48. Our final score, our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game for this contest in this sub-state championship was junior Eli Sawyers. Tyler, again, sometimes we don't have to talk amongst ourselves during a break about who is going to get the Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. Eli tonight was just incredible. He spread his scoring out, 13 points in the first half, 11 points in the second half. But where I was really impressed with Eli was his aggressiveness at the rim. He went to the goal and had a mission to go score. And he was as good with his left hand as he was with his right hand tonight.
He definitely did. And we take Eli. I think we just start taking Eli for granted, don't we? I mean, he just does so many things. And I mean, Eli can have a night where he has, 6, 8, 10 points, and we almost don't even talk about him. It's just an afterthought. And then he explodes for a normal night. Like, this is a normal night for Eli. And this is what he's capable of doing every night. And I think here's the fun thing: as they enter the state tournament, you have to stretch the game. You have to stretch the floor. You have to take care of so many other people. How do you guard Eli? Because if you guard Eli on the perimeter, he's able to take you to the rack. He's able to finish strong. We've seen that happen. But the way he handled the game from the get-go, I mean, it was a high-emotion game. He was under control. He was cool. He was calm. He was collected. He was the leader that everybody went through tonight, and he did a great job. And big-time players play big-time games, and Eli Sawyers, who we already knew was the biggest-time player for this Trojan team, proved that he was the leader tonight.
That'll do it for post-game. Eli Sawyers, our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. We'll get Bryson Flax up here as he is wanting to come talk. Why not? We're not going to deny the coach that just won with his Trojans for the 20th time this year. They are now 20-3 on the season. Council Grove finishes their season with 14-9. So a big game tonight for Southeast of Saline, and Coach Bryson Flax joins us now. First of all, Coach, congratulations on the win. This was one of those games I was wondering, because we'd seen Council Grove play a little bit the other night against Beloit, and I'd only seen them use one substitute in the game, and I thought maybe that would be a little bit of a factor tonight, but I think it turned out to be more of a factor than what we even planned on.
Yeah, we wore them out. There's no doubt about it, and in the first half we were a little given a little too much space on some ball screens and stuff, and we kind of cleaned that up. And then at the end of the day, I mean, Luke Gebhardt defensively on 55 was incredible, and he was started to defer, to others late, to bring the ball up the floor and stuff, and that's a testament to Luke and how good he was. And defensively, though, once we settled in, we were really good. And then obviously we got to be able to beat them down the floor a couple times, and I'm really proud of our guys.
This was a team from Council Grove. They almost unapologetically shot the three-pointer all season long. You had a couple of guys that were averaging almost 8 3-point attempts per game. And Kellen Marshall did get loose on you a couple times in the first quarter, but really the rest of the team wasn't able to hurt you. Was it just the speed of the game and the transition and getting them sped up that was able to take those opportunities away?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of really good shooters in high school basketball when their feet are set, when they're comfortable, when they're stepping into it. But when you got to work for shots, the confidence level kind of goes down a little bit, and we did a really good job defensively. I can't say enough about our squad. I thought, we made them work for almost everything they got, and again, it just wore them out, and you could see kind of late in the third and then into the fourth how tired they were, but they got a good ball club. It was just they just didn't quite have enough guys.
We talk a lot about 50-50 balls. You hear that term, and whether it's a loose ball in the paint or maybe a rebound or maybe even somebody that might be a little out of control on a drive and with their ball handling and that ball is up for grabs, I thought whether it was a deflection or a tip or just a loose ball on the floor tonight, you guys were the aggressors, and it was the Trojans that were the first ones there.
Yeah, and that was a point of emphasis for us in the locker room that, every time the ball went up on the glass, we needed to be the first ones there. Anytime it was on the floor, we needed to make sure that we were the first ones on the floor for it. And I thought we did a really good job from that aspect. We were tough tonight, I thought. I'm hard on Akari all the time because I know how capable he is, and he was struggling offensively, but I got to understand that they're bringing dudes to him, so every single time that he touches the ball, there's 3 guys around him, but I thought he settled in and was pretty good as well late.
Drew Richardson, I thought early really gave a spark to you guys off the bench, and you've gotten to the point we really don't know who that dude's going to be from any given night. But Drew tonight came off the bench. He had 2 early 3-pointers for you when the game was tight, and really kind of kept the game even there for a while Council Grove still had their best energy. And I thought he was big for you off the bench.
He was, and Drew's been pretty consistent lately, and actually more times than not when he'll give Drake a blow and then Drake will come back in and give Luke a little rest, and we'll go with Drew and Drake at the same time, and it's actually been working out for us pretty well. And so, I've got a lot of confidence in him. I got confidence in Kaysen and Dan, even though they're not shooting the ball well, but Caden Isaacson gave us great minutes. Jake didn't play a lot tonight, but he was really good while he was in. And we just got to continue to be balanced and continue to attack and obviously continue to defend the way we have been.
3A is still just such a murderer's row when it comes to sub-state. And I've talked about it often. You almost get to the point where your whole goal of the season is to get a sub-state championship, because then you have a chance to kind of recover and plan for what's next after that, if that should happen. We've seen some really, really, really good basketball teams not make it through a sub-state bracket. This bracket played out in your favor. You did the work early on in the season to get a number 1 seed and be at an advantage to be in this position now. How much do you really want to enjoy this with your kids? And also, what is the first thing you tell them about the state tournament?
Well, I told them from experience, the sports arena is an unbelievable atmosphere. You want to be there. You want to be a part of that. But I think what's best for our kids and what I brought up to them is we're not there because we're 20-0. We played, Heston, Hillsboro, Abilene, Hugoton, who am I missing? Ellenwood. Those teams are all going to be in the state tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there's not a lot that we haven't seen, and there's not a lot that we haven't had to at least experience early. And so from that aspect, I really like it. We're going to take tomorrow off. We'll get back at it Monday, Tuesday, and then go to work. But I'm so proud of my guys, man. I'm glad they get to experience it.
Absolutely. I know there's a little bit of our brains, right? You're always kind of looking ahead. You're looking about the program and things like that. You have a team with no seniors. So how big is it this year to get that trip to the state tournament and then have that to dangle out in front of them against next year. Whatever happens at the state tournament this year, they'll have that experience, and you just can't buy that anywhere.
Yeah, no, you can't. And the unfortunate thing about the way the playoff structure is set up in Kansas is next year, we might be the number 1 or 2 team in the state and have 3, 4, and 5 in our same sub-state. You just never know.
We've seen it.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. But at the same time, our guys will have experienced it and they will have been through it. And I think that's a huge positive for us. Like I said, when I took the job, I don't know when it was, 4 years ago or whatever, they had lost about 90% of their scoring from a 500 club.
Yeah.
We come out, we win 5 games, and truthfully, if we play the schedule that we play now, we probably would have went 0-20. And then the schedule got harder, and our sophomores got better and matured, and here we are now with a whole new group. But it's funny how it works that way. We've got guys that are that remember when they were 8th graders watching the high school play, and we were terrible. And I told them, don't be that. You gotta do things correct all the time. Summer, weight room, football, cross country. Represent yourself, represent the school, and they did that, man. And I'm so proud of them.
Obviously, with your dad's roots, with your roots, it's junior college basketball, right? We all come from high school basketball, but you guys really went to the next level and had the junior college experience. I got to be honest with you, man. Watching your guys play it sometimes, it almost looks like a JUCO team out there. I mean, you guys are flying around, you're dunking. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And I don't know, that last dunk from Nakari was just something else.
Yeah. It's so funny because I tell people all the time, that's what we see in practice all the time.
Yeah.
You don't get to dunk as much in games. We get it. But, yeah, he's a specimen. But he's really good. But I like the JUCO reference because I'm in love with JUCO basketball. I think it's so intriguing.
Yeah.
The turnaround of players that you get year in and year out, and the backgrounds. And how a lot of them just play for one another because it's all they got, and our guys are kind of playing like that. They play with a lot of heart. They play for one another, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud of them.
Well, congratulations. 20 wins is a big deal. It doesn't matter if you go on and get 21 from here, but it is a huge, huge deal. So enjoy it. As you said, tomorrow off, you'll get back to work on Monday, and you'll have the bracket in front of you and see what the plan will be for next week. A sub-state championship trophy now in your grasp. Job well done.
Yep, thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys now 20-3 on the season, and they will go to Hutchinson and play at the Sports Arena, a place that is familiar to Coach Flax, next week at the state tournament. When we come back, we'll turn the page. We'll get you ready for girls action. It's countdown to tip-off, and it's brought to you by L&L Advisors. We're about 5 minutes away from starters and the tip of Southeast of Saline girls basketball. Their chance to follow the guys to Hutchinson comes up next.
Brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, also Brian Dennett on live stream video about 4 minutes away here as we go through countdown to tip-off. The Southeast of Saline boys have just punched their ticket to the state tournament, and now it is the girls' turn as they will take on the 6th seed in this bracket, the Riley County Lady Falcons. Riley County, as I said, the 6th seed Tyler, and a lot of people might look at them and say, well, they're not supposed to be here, but they got a big upset of number 3 seed Minneapolis in the first round of 42-33, and then they were able to take care of Smoky Valley here last night in a game to advance their way to play the Southeast of Saline Trojans, who so far the Trojans are rolling. They had a big game against Lions in their first sub-state round on Tuesday at home, and then they come in last night. Beloit played well in that game, but in the second half, Southeast of Saline just started with that just signature defense and was able to put the cusp on Beloit and get away with that victory last night as well. So here we are, Riley County and Southeast of Saline on the girls' side. How do you view this game?
Well, Devin, it's just two extremely disciplined teams, and they just play to their own discipline extremely well. When you see Riley County, you're going to see a team that wants to sit back in the zone, and they want to take a lot of time off the clock offensively. They're not going to force a lot of shots. They're going to make sure they work you on defense, and they're just going to work. They're going to grind. I mean, kind of think about it as like one of these old football offenses that wants 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. They're going to have a 4th and short, and they're going to get another first down. They're just going to grind on the field. And then compare that to a Southeast Saline team that we know they want to play fast. They want to go faster than they just went before, and then after they score, they want to put you in a lot of pressure. And that's where it's going to become interesting, because if they can go fast, this Riley County team isn't very deep. And we've seen that now 2 nights in a row. They don't go deep at all. You want to get into their bench. You want to get into their bench fast, because that's the one thing we've started to see, and that's been a common theme throughout the year. There hasn't been a team deeper than Southeast Saline. So the faster and the stronger and the deeper you get, the more chance that Southeast Saline will go to Hutchinson next week.
When you look at this Riley County team, they're a little bit different in the sense that they love to play slow. They love to hang on to the basketball. And whether that's just the old adage of if they have the ball, the other team can't score, or if they're actually resting, because you said they don't have a lot of depth. Kelsey Nelson told me when they got ready for the Smoky Valley game, they're only going to play about 5 or 6 girls in this game, barring foul trouble, and that's exactly what they did against Smoky Valley on their way to a 39-28 victory. You see that score and you're like, 39-28, that was a halftime score. No, that was the final. And a matter of fact, Riley County this season has allowed over 40 points just 6 times in 15 games. So they don't give up a lot of points. They usually play in the 30s. They average 33 points a game. They give up 35 points a game.
And Devin, I think that's 100% strategy. I mean, we've seen that from Shauna Smith coach teams in the past. You know, you think about her first couple of years, like a Molly Chitty, teams, there were teams that just couldn't score with you, but you had the defensive, components that the only way you could be successful to keep a game in the 20s and the 30s, you had a big-time horse down low like Molly Chitty that you could ride and you could score and they could play defense and you could slow the game down. Now, that's exactly what Riley County does, and they're so disciplined in doing it. You don't get to this point of the season. You're not still playing on the last night before the state tournament. Teams are in the field until that happens. I mean, this is an extremely disciplined team. It's going to kind of be the first team that cracks from what they're used to, and that's going to be the first blow that happens.
Again, the final score of our boys contest earlier as we take a check at the Bennington State Bank, 71-48. Southeast of Saline wins it. They go to state also in the area. 1A boys. Solomon going to state for the first time ever. The Solomon boys defeat Clifton Clyde 53-50. So congratulations to the Gorillas. They are going to the 1A state tournament. We're also keeping our eye on the Abilene boys contest. The Abilene boys were down by 1 at halftime. We'll step away, take a break, come back with starting lineups after this.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
A great national anthem for the crowd here. A sixth grader from southeast of Saline. That is awesome. Southeast of Saline, it doesn't matter. It's like you can just go randomly pick people out of the stands sometimes, and they're going to do a great job with the anthem. We're so spoiled with that. We are getting ready now. Starting lineups coming up for southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans and Riley County's Falcons. The Falcons come in. They are 9-12 on the season. They are under the direction of a couple of legends in K-State history and also Riley County history. When you look at their coaching staff, the head coach is Kelsey Nelson. Kelsey Nelson is not only the leading scorer in Riley County history with 1,663 points, she also had a very, very good career at K-State. She is assisted by her brother, Jordy Nelson, who I don't think really is in need of any explanation. Of course, Jordy Nelson, a Riley County great in every sport, went to K-State, had a great career there with Bill Snyder, and then a great career in the NFL with the Green Bay Packers. The 9-12 Falcons will start C.J. Rignell, a 5'7" junior who averages 9.5 points per game. Also with her in the starting lineup will be Taryn Shepard, a 5'8" sophomore who averages 4 points a game. Haley Sharp is a 5'10" senior. Sharp is the leading scorer and leading rebounder on this team. Sharp averages 12.5 points per game and also 8 rebounds. Rounding out the starting lineups is Maddie Davis, a 5'7" sophomore. She only averages 1.9 points a game, but she started out 3 of 3 from the three-point line in the first half last night against Smoky Valley. Lindsey Rolls is the post player. At 5'11", the senior can also shoot the three. She went 4 of 5 last night from the three-point line against Smoky Valley. She averages 7.6 points a game. Kelsey Nelson is the head coach, assisted by Jordy Nelson and also Aaron Oliver. For southeast of Saline, they are under the direction of Shauna Smith, and they will start 3 seniors in the lineup, led by 5'7" senior Carson Slazner, 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. With her in the starting lineup will be Eleni Yanakopoulos, 5'7" senior, 3.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds per contest. Mallory Pearson rounds out the trio of seniors. The 5'6" senior averages 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Avery Castleman, the 5'7" junior, gets 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the lone sophomore in the starting lineup, Maddie Harris, a 5'5" sophomore, averages 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. Shauna Smith with the 19-win 3-loss Trojans, assisted by Steve Reedy and Julie Lund. And Tyler, when you look at this contest, Riley County comes in, they average 33 points a game, while southeast of Saline averages 53 points a game. 20 more points on offense than what Riley County does. But their defense's averages are about the same. They both give up about 36 points a contest. What gives? What's your New Image Audio keys to success tonight for the Lady Trojans?
Well, it's definitely going to be 2 really, really good defenses being played right now. But you're going to see 2 completely different styles of basketball tonight. And here's the big thing. If Southeast Saline can hit shots, this game's over. I mean, and that's all it comes down to. And it can, you can slice it and dice it and cut it and analyze it any way you want, but this Riley County defense, they're gonna make you shoot the basketball. They're gonna force you to do things at their pace. But if Southeast Saline is making open shots, this should not come down to anything in the fourth quarter. It should be a game that Southeast Saline is all right in. However, it's March. Funny things happen in March. People get tight in March. Things that shouldn't happen in March. This Riley County team seems poised to make tonight really difficult for southeast of Saline.
Talk about the southeast of Saline boys. Their last trip to state was 2017. The southeast of Saline girls, remember, went in 2016. Both Trojan teams qualified for the 3A state tournament in 2016. We'll see if they can do the same here tonight. 5 years later, as southeast of Saline, the number 1 seed in this bracket, they will take the floor and sit to the right of the scorers table wearing their white home jerseys. Trimmed in purple, Riley County in the Columbia. Some people call it North Carolina blue jerseys. Trimmed in navy blue and also white.
We won't call that North Carolina blue in KU country. That's definitely
that's
Columbia.
Columbia
Definitely Columbia.
Carson Slazer into the center circle, one of the all-time leading scorers in Southeast of Saline girls history. I feel like she could run by Kelsey Nelson and just kind of give her a nod and get a nod back. Two really great basketball players in the state of Kansas. Slazer in the center circle. She will jump it up with Riley County's Haley Sharp, and Riley County wins the tip. You'll see Riley County and hear about Riley County in this game being very, very methodical as they will start out and keep the ball a lot in possession. Underneath, Rolls with a shot. It's a wild one off the backboard. That's no good as Lindsey Rolls misses her first chance, and the rebound comes down to the Trojans. Up the court quickly. Maddie Harris to Avery Castleman. Castleman now to Slazer. Top of the key. Slazer lets a three rip, and it's off the front of the rim, and good! Carson Slazer has hit a three. It's the first points of the game, and she has just passed Shayla Syme to be the third all-time leading scorer in Southeast of Saline women's basketball history.
And what a fitting way to do it. In the biggest game of the season, arguably the biggest game of her career, she comes out and drills the first three to get the Trojans going.
Lindsey Rolls has it now for Riley County. This Riley County team last night against Smoky Valley looked at a zone defense all night long. That'll change here tonight against the Lady Trojans as Southeast of Saline will come after them in every set possible, including a heavy man-to-man set. Isolation play inside. Haley Sharp turns and scores two.
Yeah, really nifty finish from Sharp right there. And we see a lot of size from Riley County. I mean, that's something they don't lack. They're a bunch of good-looking, great athletes. I mean, there's size everywhere, good length, but there's not a lot of them. It's the depth.
2-3 zone defense being applied by Riley County. Southeast of Saline with the lob pass on the other side towards the baseline to Maddie Harris. Harris took a dribble, got caught in a trap, and then a 3-second call. I think, though, it came on the backside with another Southeast offensive player. They will turn it over, their first one of the game. 3-2, Lady Trojans lead it. Man-to-man defense again here by Southeast of Saline. Rignell being guarded by Mallory Pearson. Rolls inside to Sharp. She's going to turn on the drop step and score. Or try to score, excuse me, but the ball goes off the backboard hard and a foul. That will be called on Southeast of Saline. That will send Riley County's Haley Sharp to the free throw line.
And again, nice little play. Sharp's got really good hands. She was able to catch the ball and nice footwork to get this shot up as she's fouled by Castleman.
First free throw by Haley Sharp takes a high bounce off the back of the rim, and then it falls home. Haley Sharp in the game yesterday against Smoky Valley scored 10 points. Their leading scorer was Lindsey Rolls with 14. Again, she had 4 3-pointers from the top of the key. Sharp's second free throw up and also good. So 1-point lead for Riley County. 4-3, we're just underway in the sub-state championship on the ladies' side here from Minneapolis High School. Maddie Harris has it. Now left to Slazer. Skip pass through the defense to Avery Castleman on the right wing. Back inside now. Yana Koplis. Little shot fake. Now she plays it back out. Harris does the same thing. Top of the circle. Now back to the left. Slazer with it. Inside, outside. Harris now wants to drive. She's going to leave it off. Castleman for three. Got it to go. Avery Castleman just had a rough shooting night yesterday, but she did so many other things in the game. It's good to see her first shot go down.
Yeah, Devin, how much does that do for your confidence? When you know you're doing everything else really well, it's just your touch that isn't there. You know that you still have that confidence from your team, from your coach. Great job from Avery just to step in that and bury the early three.
And it's going to be full-time work tonight. It's going to be an 8-hour job for Southeast of Saline shooters against this Riley County zone defense. Here's the pass inside once again to Sharp. She turns and scores, and a foul called against Avery Castleman. Castleman goes to the official and wanting to know what she did wrong because that is her second foul of that nature.
Yeah, and it looks like Castleman she was late on that backside help. And again, it's a great catch from Sharp. And that's the thing. If you have an athlete like Sharp that can catch up high like she's doing and that defense comes a little bit late and you get there with the body, it's going to be a foul every time. And that's just what Sharp did.
Sharp has scored all of Riley County's points so far. Her first free throw here is up and good. 7-6. Haley Sharp leading Riley County's charge here early on in this contest. Maddie Harris with it, top of the circle, staring at an even front zone. It's a 2-3 look by the Riley County Falcons. They'll go right now to Carson Slazer. Now to Reagan Getz, who checked in for Castleman after her second foul. Mid-lane entry to Pearson. Pearson with a couple of dribbles now, dragging the defenders around. We'll play it back to Harris. Slazner for three. That's too long, no good. Weak side rebound. Getz came crashing in, but it gives off her fingertips to C.J. Rignell. Riley County wants to run up the floor. We haven't seen them do that very much in the last 2 days. Now they'll play it left. Taryn Shepard has it. Shepard comes back out looking for Rignell, but she is shut off right now by Mallory Pearson. Now the ball deflected, and Slazner takes it away. Good defense by Southeast of Saline. Here comes Slazner, long pass left-hand side. Reagan Getz has a free throw line extended. Now back to Slazner. Bounce pass into the paint. Pearson, 15-footer. You can count that every single darn time.
You sure can. You talk about players that know their strength and know where to get to on the floor. Mallory Pearson might be better than anybody else. She knows if she's 15, 14, 13 feet away, she catches that basketball, she's going to turn, she's going to look, she's going to elevate, and she's going to score.
And that shot is big because now all of a sudden those defenders up top have to stay in for Mallory, right? And then it opens up shooters on the outside.
And already, you're exactly right, but already you're seeing Haley Sharp. Haley Sharp's exhausted. I mean, she's done such a great job in the first 4 minutes of the game. Riley County gets the basketball to her. She's struggling to get the basketball up.
Pearson down low, got caught in a trap, and then trying to get out of it, she stumbles and falls, loses the basketball. Here's C.J. Rignell trying to go against Lainey Yanakopoulos, and a gift there, I think, as Yanakopoulos got tangled up with Rignell, and the official says that's a player control foul on the charge, and a turnover here for Riley County, their third turnover. Rignell's first foul.
That is an extremely fortunate call for Southeast Saline. Extremely fortunate. First of all, because it's on C.J. Rignell. I mean, she's a huge player for Riley County. And C.J. Rignell did everything you teach a player to do. You're in a fast break. You see that you have an opportunity. You can catch a defender off guard. She did that. And Elena might have been late, but we're not officials.
Here's Slazner. Little bounce inside as she moves inside of the paint with Brielle Potacek coming back into the game. Also into the game for the first time for Southeast of Saline is Lexi Jacobson. 8-7, Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. 3:18 left to go here, first quarter. Lindsey Rolls has it for Riley County. She's going to hand it off now to C.J. Rignell. Up top, guarded by Lexi Jacobson now on the switch with Potacek. Rignell drags Jacobson all the way away from the rim. Now she wants to drive. Shot up, missed it. Yanakopoulos with the rebound. Now she's knocked to the ground on one knee. She dribbles and plays it to Slazner. Here comes Carson across the timeline to Jacobson. Off the window. It won't go, and Rolls cleans it up for Riley County.
A great look from Jacobson going. I mean, and that's a shot that Lex has got to hit, and she'll hit later on. I guarantee it, but she's got to catch, gather herself a little bit more. Really, really big-time finish you got to have your Southeast Saline right now.
There's a little push-out by Rignell. She shoots up. That's no good. And the backside rebound by Carson Slazner. Slazner looking again. This time she goes right. Yanakopoulos has it. Skip pass through the defense. Getz, three-pointer on the way. Reagan Getz off the front of the rim, no good. Battling for her own rebound. She's going to tie it up, and the arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. What a play by Reagan Getz.
And Devin, we're seeing it kind of bizarre right now. It looks like Riley County's all about running up and down the floor, and that's...
Yeah, but look at their body language right now, Tyler.
They're struggling. That's what I mean. That's what's making this really bizarre. And we've seen other teams try to do this. We've seen some of the top teams in the state. We've seen a Hugoton team try to do this. It usually does not provide success if you're the other team. You just don't have the depth to do it.
Pearson from 15 off the inbounds. Boy, she is deadly. That's your game plan, right?
It is. I mean, and we talk about that mid-range jumper all the time. I mean, how deadly is that? If you can get that wide open as often as Mallory gets it, you just stroke it.
We saw Pearson play really well against Lions in that zone that Lions played, which is very similar to the zone that Riley County plays. Mallory had such a good game in that first round, and she's been good down the stretch here for Southeast on offense. Always good defensively.
And Shauna Smith said she might have been the MVP of last night's game, the defense that she was played last night. I mean, she just has so many things that are unseen.
Haley Sharp inside the catch and the shoot off the window. Again, she's their leading scorer. She looks the part right now with all 9 of Riley County's points. 10-9, Southeast of Saline, 90 seconds left to go, opening quarter. Jacobson has it now out to Maddie Harris, who turns all the way around almost and looks at the Southeast bench. Slazner is on the bench right now, taking a break. Potacek, Jacobson, Pearson, Getz, Harris. Here's Pearson again. Yes, baseline shot. Why not? Valerie Pearson sees Haley Sharp on the defensive end, and she says, hey, look at this.
Gamer. Absolute gamer.
Valerie Pearson now will take the biggest player on Riley County's roster with Lindsey Rolls. Here's an entry pass intended for Sharp. Knocked away by Harris. Taken by Pearson. 4th turnover for Riley County. Maddie Harris speeding the other way. Gets transition 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Boy, Reagan was hot last night against Beloit. still looking to find her range here in this game. But remember, last night she was off to a slow start.
And she was, and I think that's a shot that everyone from in the purple is extremely happy with Reagan taking. You get that shot in rhythm. When she gets her feet set, it's perfectly fine. There's 4 or 5 players that you're perfectly fine in rhythm taking that shot right there.
Riley County possibly trying to set up the pick and roll here. They are good at that. 25 seconds left to go, first quarter. Maddie Davis has it. Now to a curling C.J. Rignell. Up and under move on Patochik. She got it to go with the left hand. Wow. First 2 points of the game for C.J. Rignell. That leaves 12 on the clock for Southeast. Here comes Maddie Harris. Southeast leads by 1. A chance to close out the first quarter. 12-11. 6 seconds left on the clock. Patochik with a drive. Baseline jumper. Won't go. It's too soft. Pearson with a chance at a rebound, and it will go out of bounds and over to Riley County, but just 0.4 of a second left.
And it looked like they wanted to call that clock play we see from the wing. I think Brielle didn't think they had enough time, and I would agree with Brielle, to be honest with you. There wasn't a lot of time there. Regardless, Southeast Saline leads 12-11 at the end of the first.
We are at the end of 1. You're listening and watching on Salina Post to Southeast of Saline Sub-State Championship Basketball with Riley County, brought to you by Bennington State Bank.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Can-Equip's Service Advantage Preseason Readiness Optimization Program is going on now. Get the best prices of the year on inspections, plus 12-month parts warranties, special financing backed by genuine Case IH parts, and instant rebates on lubricant and filter purchases. Go to canequip.com and click on the Service Advantage banner to see all the savings, or visit them at Can-Equip in Salina. Terms and conditions apply.
Can-Equip you. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
12-11 is our score. Southeast of Saline leads by 1 as we go to the second quarter. Riley County, with that 1-point deficit, starts out with the basketball. Starters still on the floor for Riley County. They have yet to substitute, and they will not very often if they do. Southeast of Saline, meanwhile, has gone through 3 bench players, playing a total of 8 so far in this game. Here's Maddie Davis for 3. That one comes up empty. Avery Castleman might have got a finger on that, and Carson Slazner is going to get the rebound. Slazner with the first basket of the game. It was a 3-pointer from the top of the key, in which moved her into 3rd place all-time on the Southeast of Saline scoring list, passing Shayla Syme. Carson Slazner has the ball right now. She dances back out to the Lion logo here at Minneapolis High School, plays it off to the left to Eleni Yanakopoulos, and it's stolen away. Here comes C.J. Rignell after the steal. Gets to the rim on the right-hand side and scores. 4 points for C.J. Rignell, and Riley County back up by 1.
Yeah, nice little pick from Rignell, and even a better finish. Just nice little crossover. Really cool and great finish from Rignell.
Slazner has it on the right. Tried to get it down into Pearson, but it's going to be deflected by Maddie Davis and taken away by Lindsey Rolls. 4th turnover for Southeast of Saline. 2 consecutive trips with a miscue. Riley County has it now, leading by 1. Here's Rolls for 3. She was hot from that spot last night in the top of the key. Went 4 of 5, but that one was an air ball. Maddie Harris keeps it in bounds for Southeast. To the right, Yanakopoulos with it. Elena looking, couple of pump fakes. Now she dumps it off in the short corner to Mallory Pearson. Slazner working down and low on the block. Now she's going to pop back out. She'll play it around to Maddie Harris. Shauna Smith calling a play as they move right. Left, now back right, now a skip pass. Castleman had a ball slapped out of bounds as she was looking for Yanakopoulos.
Yeah, and again, it's Haley Sharp's hand in the way. Haley Sharp's everywhere. I mean, right now she's absolutely everywhere on the offensive side. You know, we see her already. You know, she's got 9 points, but she's everywhere on the defensive side as well. I mean, just a great start from the junior from Riley County.
Rignell nearly stole the inbounds pass for Southeast of Saline. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Patochik has it on the right-hand side. Into the soft spot by Slazner. No look pass down to Yanakopoulos. Out to Castleman for 3. Won't go. Rebound on the backside by Maddie Davis. Riley County has it back, leading by 1. Riley County will trot it across center court. Patochik on Rignell. They give it a high pick look. Now they fall out of it. Davis has it, triple threat position. She'll go to Lindsay, rolls on the right, guarded by Slajner. Rolls, now a couple of dribbles to the keyhole, and it goes through the hands of Taryn Scott and out of bounds.
And Devin, it's turnovers like that you never just credit to fatigue. I mean, that's a simple just dribble to the wing, make a pass. That there wasn't a lot of defensive contention right there, but that's what happens when you're only playing 5 players. I don't know if we've seen Riley County substitute yet.
Abilene beat Rock Creek in December. They are playing right now for a right to go to the 4A state tournament, and they have just entered overtime. Here's a shot put up. That's Abilene boys, by the way. Shot put up by Maddie Harris from the right-hand side is no good.
And I love that shot from Maddie from the wing. Stepped right into it, just barely missed it. She has such a nice, soft touch. Just keep shooting that ball if you're Maddie Harris and you get a wide-open look.
Riley County with it on offense. Yannikopoulos all over Sharp defensively, trying to get her into a 5 count or maybe a traveling violation. 4:49 left to play, second quarter. Points at a premium. We've only seen 1 basket scored, and it was by C.J. Rignell here in this quarter. Now she gets stuck in the paint, and they're going to throw it in the backcourt. That'll be a turnover.
There you go. It's another fatigue turnover. That's all we're going to call it. It's extremely tough defense. It's not letting you penetrate. It's making you kick, and all of a sudden the legs aren't there. Great job from Southeast Saline.
30-second timeout called by Riley County. We'll take it as well. 4:38 left to go here before halftime. Riley County leads at 13-12 on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan sports program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, the site of sub-state championship action today. Already, Southeast of Saline's boys beat Council Grove. Southeast of Saline's girls right now trailing Riley County by 1. 2-3 zone being applied here by the Falcons. Once again, I imagine they'll probably play that all game long. Brielle Potacek with it. Now to Castleman. Slajner along the baseline. Carson drives, kicks it out to Castleman. Brielle Potacek for 3. High bounce off the backboard, nearly came back through, and the rebound goes to the far corner where it's ran down by Taryn Shepard.
But again, that's a shot that Riley County is going to force you to take, and I think that's a shot that Southeast Saline perfectly fine taking. I mean, let's just let the law of averages work out. You give Brielle too many of those, and you're gonna end up paying if you're Riley County.
Again, Riley County kind of taking their time here offensively, working through their offense, passing the ball around, and ultimately resting. Here's Rignell. She'll unleash a 3. That's no good. Sharp got the rebound off the top of Yannikopoulos' head, and it missed that putback. It's going to be ran down by Castleman. Here comes Maddie Harris now, as we're under the 4-minute mark left to play here in this second quarter. Southeast yet to score here in this quarter. Now they're going to throw it into the backcourt for a turnover. 5 turnovers for Southeast of Saline.
And kind of fortunate right there. It looked like Brielle had her foot on the line as she tried to save the ball back. And I know Coach Smith talks about this all the time with their girls. A dead ball turnover is okay. Live ball turnovers are in trouble. If Brielle bats that back and all of a sudden it's a free layup for Riley County, you get the over and back call and it's a dead ball, and now you get to play defense. And this is kind of where your strength is.
Lexi Jacobson back in the game. Also Reagan Getz for Southeast of Saline. They're out there with Yannikopoulos, Slajner, and Brielle Potacek. 13-12 is our score. Riley County leading by 1. It was 12-11 5 minutes ago when we went to the end of the first quarter. Riley County, again, giving that high look like it might be pick and roll, but now they go away from it, and they turn it over.
Devin, it's Brielle Potacek right there. Brielle Potacek is just causing absolute havoc on the perimeter. And we give Mallory Pearson a lot of credit, and she deserves a lot of that credit. But the person that comes in from a defensive substitution is Brielle Potacek, and the sophomore, she causes just as many issues as Mallory does.
Southeast with it. They get it into the paint to Getz. She'll take a dribble to the glass, and she just shredded that defense. Reagan Getz providing some light there on what Southeast may be able to do to that zone inside.
I just love Getz's offensive just confidence right there to take the ball to the rack and go up wrong-footed, finish with the left hand.
Over the top, they're going for Sharp. Mishandled the ball. It's loose. Slazner picks it up and bounces it off the right leg of Taryn Shepard. Heady play by the senior, Carson Slazner.
Well, it looked like Shepard tried to do it to Slazner, and Slazner caught it. Was falling out of bounds and did the exact same back to Shepard. Fun play for Carson.
Here comes Slazner. Her Trojans up by 1. 2:24 left to go. Jacobson gets inside, lost the basketball, gets it back, and she is fouled on the floor. We have only had, this is our 4th foul in this first half. Each team has 2.
Yeah, I think it's been a fun, fast, and physical game, but there hasn't been a lot of fouls, just really well played.
Slazner off the bounce, off the inbounds, missed that jump shot badly, and Riley County will take possession. 2:12 left to play, first half, 14-13. Riley County trailing with the basketball. Southeast of Saline out in front here, but these two teams haven't been able to get away from each other. The biggest lead was 3 by Southeast. Here's a three-pointer now, left-hand side by Riley County. That's no good, and the rebound to Slazner. 5-on-4 break for Southeast of Saline. Slazner gets into the paint, bounce pass to Jacobson. She'll take a power dribble. Probably should have just went up with it. That dribble took some time, and Jacobson missed the shot.
Yeah, and I looked at it, might have been a little bit of contact from Lindsey Rolls, but Lindsey Rolls was there, went straight up. It looked like Lexi tried to draw the contact, but Rolls had an established position and was straight up. I think a really good no call from the officials.
Here's Rignell blowing by the defender, and she gets a foul. Well, Relena Yanakopoulos came over on help side defense. Rignell was already in the motion of shooting, made it off the window, and will also get a free throw to try to tack on the back side of it. They're just going to say Potocik.
Yeah, I think it was Potocik on the back side. So
my apologies.
Yeah, Atlanta definitely got there late, but yeah, it looked like they're going to give the foul to Brielle, and in the whole scheme of things, that might benefit Southeast Saline, to be honest, because we know there's a phantom foul going to happen to Yanakopoulos at some point.
Rignell misses the free throw. She does have all 4 of Riley County's points so far. Here comes Southeast running, gets with it. She traveled. Reagan gets a little too sped up that time. She wanted to fake it back to Slazner and then swing it through and go the other way, but her feet were moving while she was making that motion, and it turns it back over to Riley County. Turnover count now 8-6. Riley County has 2 more than Southeast of Saline, but they lead it by 1. 75 seconds left to go here in this first half. Here's Sharp curling to the basket. Maddie Harris there to deny her. Slazner with the loose ball pickup. Carson now running with each side occupied. She throws it to the left to Potocik. Brielle has to keep it from going out of bounds. Now back to Maddie Harris. Shauna Smith yelling 5 out, and they get it into Reagan Getz for a score. She might have said 4 out, I don't know, but anyway, it worked. I'll go with it.
Well, I know she wants somebody to be a positive presence at that free throw line, or free throw line extended. Right there, Reagan catches the basketball, and there's just nobody around her. And you can't expect Lindsey Rolls to keep up with you. Again, it's that post presence, trying to guard a perimeter player. Getz taking full advantage, just like she did last night.
Riley County keeps dragging these Southeast defenders out away from the basket, but Southeast just switching all these token screens. 25 seconds left to go. Riley County has it back into the hands of C.J. Rignell. Now Carson Slazner says, I got it. The senior coming out against the junior, Rignell. Maybe the best player on each team going head-to-head for the last 12 seconds, and Slazner reaches in. Rignell was looking somewhere else, and Slazner saw an opening. Why not? You're not going to put him at the free throw line, and for Carson, that's just her first. And a smile across the senior's face.
Yeah, and an extremely wise gamble right there. I mean, what's the worst that happens is now, here you go, you reset.
Now Pearson will come up and push Slazner away and say, I got it. She'll take Rignell. 6 seconds left. Pearson there to block. Rignell gets by. Now Harris switching off. Shot at the buzzer. Won't go. And that's the end of the half. Good defense by Southeast of Saline. And C.J. Rignell for Riley County, frustrated, makes a gesture towards the bench as her team goes to the locker room, trailing Southeast of Saline 16-15. When we come back, we'll have numbers from the first half. Also, look back at what's been going on so far here in this day. It's good news for Southeast of Saline's boys. Also get you caught up to date on a couple of scores as well. Halftime is here, and it's brought to you by Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Southeast of Saline leads it at the break, 16-15, right here on KINA.
Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
See me, Kelly Kitchener, at our brand new location, 1809 South Ohio in Salina.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Salina Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play, and in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, halftime of our girls sub-state championship contest in the Minneapolis region, 16-15. Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. Not a lot of scoring to go over, as you might imagine, with just 31 combined points. But let's touch on that. Just 2 scorers for Riley County. Haley Sharp with 9. All of those came in the first quarter. C.J. Rignell with 6. That's it. Southeast of Saline has 16 points from 4 different scorers. Mallory Pearson has 6, 4 for Reagan Getz, 3 for Avery Castleman, and 3 for Carson Slazner. Free throw shooting looks like this. Riley County 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Southeast of Saline has yet to shoot a free throw. 8 turnovers for Riley County, 6 turnovers for Southeast of Saline. Once again, our halftime score 16-15. Our halftime count, Southeast of Saline leads Riley County. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans Sub-State Basketball and the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report.
Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at salinapaintballcomplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To someone going through a difficult time, a text, a call, or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for confidential support.
A lot of people have been buying new vehicles over the last year and demand is high. Hi, this is Tim Holm at Home Automotive Center. We've sold a lot of new cars and we now have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Cars, trucks, and SUVs. We're sure to have what you're looking for. And if we don't, we'll be happy to find it for you. Pre-owned vehicles from Home Automotive Center give you security and peace of mind of buying a quality vehicle. So come on over to Abilene or Salina at Home Automotive Center or online at homeauto.com. You'll be glad you did.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on T-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to full-service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
Just about ready for the start of third quarter action. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, and also Brian Dennett providing live stream video of this game on SalinaPost.com, presented by our friends at Bennington State Bank. Speaking of Bennington State Bank, we have the BSB scoreboard to go over and some good news for some area teams. Let's first start with Solomon. The Gorillas going to state for the first time ever. On their boys basketball side, they beat Clifton Clyde today, 53-50. They'll go to the 1A state tournament. The 4A boys, Abilene pulls it out against Rock Creek. Rock Creek got hot at the right time. They upset Concordia in the first round. Second round, they took Abilene all the way to overtime after Abilene beat them by almost 50 points earlier this season. Abilene wins 64-57. I know that was an earlier season game, though, and I also know Rock Creek went very, very deep in the Class 3A football playoffs. You wonder what kind of impact that had on that first meeting. Now I'm sure they're healthy and more basketball in tune and getting it right on the hardwood, but Abilene hangs on to win on their home floor by 7 in overtime. Salina Central's girls, I don't know that there was any doubt here. They're going to the state tournament in Emporia in Class 5A. They beat Hayes, not even close, 62-33. Southeast of Saline's boys, they are also going to the state tournament. They will go to Hutch after a big win today over the Council Grove Braves, 71-48. Bryson Flax and his squad. It's a cool story, Tyler. We talk about it a little bit, but I don't think enough. Bryson gets to take his squad back to where he played in the state tournament. And I asked him, I said, what's the first thing you're going to tell your squad about the state tournament? And he said, man, the sports arena is awesome. Let's go. So I thought that was cool.
And that's the thing about Bryson. Bryson's so unassuming. I mean, his career and the things that he's done, he's just so quiet about it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if his guys, I bet if they chirp off at practice, he can bust a 20-footer in their face at any given time. But Bryson, that's just how Bryson is. He's just so quiet and unassuming about it, about how he gets along with his business. But, I mean, people our age know stories of Bryson Flax, and we know that he was absolute a legend.
Yeah, I was going to say stories, borderline legends, right?
Yes, without a doubt. And I don't know if his dudes know that, but I'm sure their parents do, and I'm sure if they get out of hand and if they talk back a little practice, he can put something on them. That's one thing this guy doesn't have to do on the Riley County side, by the way.
Yeah.
I think they know that.
About the only bad thing we can say about Jordy Nelson is he played for the Raiders for a little bit. I mean, still, that's pretty good. I'm sure he got paid well to do it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's the only reason why I don't love him. I like him, just don't love him yet.
Kidding, of course. 16-15 our score here. What do you think about Southeast of Saline? The Lady Trojans lead it by 1. They get the ball to start second half.
Hey, this is exactly where it would be if you're Southeast Saline. I mean, everything's within reach, and you haven't applied the pressure yet.
Avery Castleman on a designed play. Wants to shoot the three-pointer. A pick down low to get her free on the bottom of that zone by Elena Yanakopoulos, and they're going to call a foul on Elena. As you said, we're going to get that phantom foul somewhere here in the game on Yanakopoulos, and there it is, her first.
Elena's just so active everywhere that just every once in a while she gets called for a foul that you don't know why. And I think if you could look back at the film, maybe you understand why a little bit more. But that's the one. So everything else we'll complain about and we'll moan. But right now, if you're Southeast Saline, this is where you really attack. This is where you want your defense to step up. The first half you apply the pressure just to kind of wear the team out, and now you apply the pressure to attack.
Maddie Davis tried a three for Riley County. Rebound and a run out now by Maddie Harris. Riley County, though, back really good on defense. Harris to the right-hand side of the screen, of the top of the key. Tried to pass it to Slazener coming inside, and it's going to be turned over. Riley County takes it away. 7th turnover of the game for Southeast of Saline. A chance at a three-pointer on the left-hand side for Riley County, but Taryn Shepard turned it down. Now to Rignell. She'll shoot the three, and it's an air ball. Went off the top of the head and probably also the fingertips of a Riley County player. Yanakopoulos keeps it in bounds and saves it for Southeast.
Yeah, and Riley County's playing right in the Southeast hands. I mean, they're going up. They're forcing the basketball. They're not playing slow as we thought they might. It's just they're getting back, and they're very structured in their zone.
Here's Pearson, baseline, shot up, no good, and a foul on the rebound called on the Haley Sharp. She was into the back of Carson Slazener that time, and a foul will be called here on Sharp. That is her first.
Yeah, rare miss from Pearson in tight. She missed it pretty badly enough that Slazener's there for the rebound, and it was fouled on the other side.
Here's Slazener. She tried to inbound it to Pearson. It got tapped away. Slazener steps inbounds, takes custody of the basketball, and then curls her way to the rim. 5 points now for Carson Slazener.
Beautifully said, because my vocabulary could not have done that.
Southeast of Saline leads it by 3. Now playing defense. It'll be interesting to see with the Lady Trojans how much they try to force Riley County out away from the basket here and just get super aggressive with them. They get it to Rolls inside. She bobbles the basketball. Now a foul called
on Elena.
I think this will be on Elena Yanakopoulos, and that is number 2. It's the beauty of the first half. Not a lot of fouls called, so we are not even talking about foul trouble as of yet. And they're going to call that a shooting foul.
Well, the interesting thing is Avery Castleman just pulled all the Trojans to the side right there, and it just said something like, calm down, like we're fine. Like everything's going exactly how it is. I know Castleman and Smith have a really tight relationship, and it might have just been reiterating everything that was going down as that first free throw was made. But just everything's fine. There's going to be some calls that go against you. There's a bullseye on your back. All the things that Coach Smith has, spoke to these athletes about all season. Just slow down.
Second free throw missed after the first one was made by Lindsey Rolls. Southeast pulls it away. Castleman for a 3. That one's no good. Pearson fighting for the rebound. She takes it. Now dips it out to Slazener. Slazener to the rim is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
And Evan, we've seen it more and more in the last month than I think we've ever seen it in Carson's career, is she understands where the contact is and how to absorb it and still go up strong. I mean, right there, that would have been a poor shot if there wasn't defense there, but she took the contact, and she's at the free throw line for 2.
Maddie Davis guilty of the foul. Carson Slazener splashes the first free throw home. Again, she hit the first shot of the game, a three-pointer. That gave her enough points to pass Shayla Syme for 3rd place all-time on the Southeast of Saline ladies scoring list for basketball. She misses the second one here. 6 points for Slazener so far, and a free Riley County Falcon underneath the rim, but double dribbled. Boy, that was a really big miscue by Taryn Shepard. She got free behind the Southeast of Saline defense, caught the ball, and then bobbled it and traveled.
A rare blown assignment from the Southeast Saline defense. I'll tell you what, the things you're seeing between Coach Smith and Coach Salson, we saw the same thing in the boys' game. If you want to be a successful coach, let your kids play. I mean, the first thing after a mistake, these coaches are just telling their kids, it's all right, do this, do that. As you see, the ball to Getz, it's tied up. these are coaches that are letting their kids play. They trust what's going on with the process. It's fun to watch both these coaches go at it.
Yeah, we've only had one timeout called in this game so far, and I think it might have been Kelsey Nelson letting her Riley County team rest about halfway through the second quarter. Again, they have not substituted yet in this game. It's been all 5 Falcons on the floor all the time. Lindsay Rolls has it high post. She'll kick it out to Maddie Davis. Davis had a hot hand last night against Smoky Valley, still looking for her first points. But when she catches the ball, she's about 6 feet behind the three-point line. Here's Sharp inside. She is getting physical with Maddie Harris. Harris, though, not giving an inch. Rignell with the ball above her head. Now down low to Sharp. She rises up and scores over the top of Harris. Haley Sharp scores her first basket since the first quarter. She has 11. 9 first-quarter points for Haley Sharp. 19-18. Southeast of Saline leads it by 1. Slazner with it, top of the circle, into the paint, gets one step, drive to the hoop, draws the foul. Reagan is so methodical, and I know it happens faster than what we're seeing it when you're on the floor, but it almost looked like she timed that move with a sundial. She surveyed everything around her and was able to make the right decision.
Yeah, and she did, and she went up strong. But here's the big thing. You got to hit. You want both free throws. You got to hit that second one for sure. You've got to get this press set up, and you've got to really apply that pressure.
It's a great point.
To start, start exerting some more energy from this Riley County team.
Scoreboard has Maddie Davis with 2. I already had Miss Davis with 2, so be curious to see where that comes out in the wash as we move along. Reagan gets at the free throw line, gets them both, and as you alluded to, Tyler, full court pressure here from Southeast of Saline. They haven't had a lot of opportunities to do that in this game. Shepard in the backcourt. Now gets it to Rignell. She wants to speed up the floor. She leaves it off for Sharp. Now back to Rignell in the corner, defended by Slazner. We're approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter. Rolls, faked as a 3. Now leaves it off for Davis. 21-18. Southeast of Saline leading by 3. That's been the biggest lead of this game for either squad. Rolls has it on the right-hand side. In down low to Sharp. Now back out. Extra pass. Davis for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound. White jerseys. Slazner and Pearson both there. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Brielle Potachik's into the game. She has the ball. Now back to Carson Slazner. In the middle of the lane to Getz. Getz went to shoot, and Lindsay Rolls ties her up. The arrow will stay with Southeast of Saline. Riley County crowd wanting a travel, but both players had hands on the ball.
And again, it's Getz right there. She's catching that soft spot. You just want to see Getz have that confidence, turn around, shoot it. Great play right there from Rolls, but Getz just go up with the shot.
Pearson off the inbounds, 15-footer. We've said it all day long. Mallory Pearson has hit 4 of those in this game. She has 8. Now a near steal by Slazner. Riley County, though, gets free. Here's Rignell with a bounce pass to Sharp and a foul called. She gets the bucket to go. A foul on Reagan Getz.
And that's a really tough foul against Getz. I mean, Getz it was a 4-on-1. Either you commit the foul and you make the foul so you can't get the shot up, or you just stay away from it, and Getz kind of did neither. Little bump, and now we're seeing Sharp with an and-one opportunity.
Southeast had a brief 5-point lead there. Sharp a chance to complete a 3-point play, and she does. Haley Sharp, perfect from the free throw line, 4 of 4. She has 5 points in the quarter, 14 for the game. Maddie Harris on the left-hand side, passes back to Slazner. Riley County just steadily playing that 2-3 zone. Here's Harris for 3. In and out, no good. That was halfway down. Slazner with the rebound and a big girl move by Carson Slazner for the putback.
Slazner had 2 girls on her. One of them was her own teammate. The other one's a Riley County defender who was blocked off by her teammate. But what a finish from the senior Carson Slazner.
There was a song about 12 years ago by Ludacris called Move. I think that was playing in Carson Slazner's head right there. 3:03 left to go in the third. 25-21, Southeast back up by 4. Here's a 3-pointer by Shepard. Good. Taryn Shepard gets her first basket of the night. It's a 1-point Southeast lead. 2:49 left to go, still third quarter.
And this Riley County team just won't go away. They're showing why they're playing right now. Harris wants another look.
Maddie Harris missed it on the left-hand side, gets it on the right-hand side, and took advantage of the readings that she collected on the last trip when she missed. And a 30-second timeout. 28-24, Southeast of Saline will step away. Back with more basketball after this.
confidence, relationships for life. Since established in business in 1887, the Bank of Tuscan has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in communities of Tuscan, Lincoln, Saline, and Lynchburg. The Bank of Tuscan strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Tuscan become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tuscan.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
A back-and-forth battle here in Minneapolis between Southeast of Saline and Riley County's girls. 4-point lead for Southeast of Saline. And offensively, Tyler, it looks like Southeast is building some confidence here in themselves.
Yeah, they definitely are. And it's just funny to think. I mean, this Riley County team is the exact same team that started and played every second. These guys are just absolute warriors, but you're starting to see mental mistakes. There's in the fatigue turnover as you see Sharp just throw the ball right to Mallory Pearson.
Pearson with a steal, on the Riley County turnover, their second of the half. Slazner has it, wants to swing it through along the baseline, steps around a defender, can't get the ball to go down, battle for the rebound, it squirts out of bounds, it will stay with Southeast of Saline. Slazner has gone into a different mode here.
It means different to different people. And I don't take that away from anybody else, but you can tell these seniors, you can see a Pearson, Yanakopoulos, a Slazner. It's just different to these three. They don't want this to be their last game.
Slazner skips it through the defense. High pass for Harris. She's an athlete. Brings it back down. Maddie now to the top of the key. Brielle Potacek. Slazner, long distance three. That one no good. Gets with the rebound inside. She lost the basketball trying to go back up. Turnover Southeast. Here comes Riley County. The Falcons want to run. Rignell to the top of the key. Gets it to Rolls. Little stutter step there by Rolls. Now she's going to play it right. Gets it back to the middle to Rignell. Now Riley County holds and rests. This is where I'm kind of at with Southeast. Do you let them do this right now? Do you wait till the fourth quarter? Do you come out and pressure them? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Riley County's obviously had so many things thrown at them throughout the course of the season. They're not just all of a sudden a 5-6 player deep team. I'd say you want to roll. I mean, you want to go. You want to play your best against their best. And right now you want to apply the pressure. You want to keep rolling. You got to hit buckets, apply pressure full court, and right now you got to continue to play really tough man-to-man defense.
Yeah, Riley County clearly resting right now on this possession. Now a pass inside intended for Rignell, batted out of there by Slazner, but Riley County keeps it. Maddie Davis kept it alive for the Falcons. Under a minute now left to go. Riley County has wasted a lot of time on this possession, and now they end up drawing a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Haley Sharp.
And I'll tell you what, the key to this entire offense is the hands of Haley Sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, those aren't easy passes to catch from anybody, let alone with all the defense around her. Haley Sharp just continues to collect the basketball, and she goes up so strong, draws a foul right there on Reagan Getz.
Foul on Getz is going to be her second. First free throw by Haley Sharp is up and good. She continues to be perfect from the line. So far in this game, she's 5 of 5. 15 points. She is leading the way of the Falcons. She scored 15 of their 25.
And smoothly. I mean, like quietly. Just gets the ball down low, just does the right thing. So smooth from the free throw line. Just a tough matchup for everyone.
Second free throw up and good. Slazner bounces it off to Brielle Potacek. 42 seconds left to go here in the third. Yanakopoulos now to Jacobson along the baseline. Lexi rises up to score. Tough shot. She can't get it to go. Riley County has it back. Falcons will play for the last shot here. 29 seconds left to go. Brielle Potacek comes out. She wants to dial up C.J. Rignell defensively. Now too much distance there. The count breaks. Potacek back up on her. 15 seconds left to go. Rignell back and forth. Now backpedaling again. 10 seconds. She wants to drive. Potacek there to turn her back. Rignell to the top of the circle. Still backpedaling. Now 5 seconds left. Rignell wants to drive. Switch by Yanakopoulos. And a shot put up that's no good. And another great stop by Southeast of Saline defensively. 28-26 is our score as we go to the fourth and final quarter. Southeast of Saline leads it by 2. And it's brought to you by the Bennington State Bank.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Kansas Wesleyan University offers great nursing education options with a BS major in nursing and an RN to BSN program. KWU recently opened a brand new $5 million nursing education center that features state-of-the-art simulation rooms and next-generation classroom equipment designed to take the educational experience to the next level. Wonderful scholarships and opportunities to gain experience are available. Want to know more? Check out kwu.edu/nursing today. That's kwu.edu/nursing.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
One final quarter of basketball left here at Minneapolis High School. It's the girls' championship game in this sub-state regional, and it is Southeast of Saline leading Riley County by 2. Riley County goes to their stud so far in this game, Haley Sharp, and she comes up empty on the right-hand side. Slazner back the other way, has Castleman on the right wing. They're out there with Yanakopoulos, Pearson, and Harris. Slazner inside, tried to bounce it down low to Mallory Pearson, and it gets taken away by Riley County. Each team comes up empty on their first possession of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, sir, you can tell what Carson was trying to do there. She's trying to get to that high-low play right there, just force the pass, turnover from Carson.
There's a foul on Maddie Harris as C.J. Rignell took her to the hole on the drive. Rignell will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. She missed her only free throw attempt of the game. She has 6 for Harris. That's her first foul. So far, Southeast of Saline with 5 team fouls. Riley County with 3 team fouls. Rignell makes the first free throw.
And that's one thing this Riley County team is not missing free throws. I mean, they are. I have them for 1.
Yep.
1 missed free throw tonight. And that's how you stay in a game like this if you're Riley County.
Missed that one.
Oh, Nikes.
Laney Yanakopoulos fell down over on the sideline, tapped the basketball to keep it in bounds, and Carson Slazner wins the race to go get it. That was weird. Hopefully Yanakopoulos is okay. She's back down the floor. I think she's all right. Avery Castleman with it. Sometimes your bones and joints just do weird things, right?
And at that age, you can get back up.
Yeah. Castleman on the left wing. Back to Harris. 28-27. Southeast of Saline leads by 1. Slazner inside. She wants to drive. Gets tripped up. Falls down. Riley County takes the basketball. Back the other way come the Falcons. It's a 3-on-3 break. Left-hand side, Taryn Shepard has it. Shepard gets the defensive assignment from Maddie Harris. Now back to C.J. Rignell, who's holding the basketball. The official's counting. I don't know that Rignell knew it. Now she puts the ball on the floor and tries a lob pass inside to Sharp, who then goes over the back and fouls Eleni Yanakopoulos.
And only her second. I only got it for Sharp second. She's done a great job. I mean, tell you what.
Okay, so here's where we came out through this. Remember earlier when they gave Maddie Davis a foul?
Yes.
I said I had her for 2 already. That's gone. They've put it now at the table. This is on Haley Sharp. Sharp now has 3 fouls.
And now that is a big deal.
So she got one of Maddie Davis's fouls earlier on. There's Slazner trying to go back down, short corner to Pearson. And now you have to ask yourself a little bit, are they trying to force Pearson the ball too much?
I tell you, this defense is just so disciplined. I don't know. All of a sudden, everybody's gun shy.
Yeah.
You got to kick the ball around. You got to get the ball to that short corner. You got to focus on the cutters. They're so good at taking that inside game away. But I think you got to still work from the inside out. You got Getz now at that kind of top spot on the elbow.
Castleman for 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound off the fingertips of Rolls into the hands of Riley County's Maddie Davis.
And again, here's that type of situation where you need transition game and you need easy buckets. The only way that happens is from getting points and getting your defense set up.
Ball knocked out of bounds here by Mallory Pearson. She was not going to let C.J. Rignell hold the ball this time down the floor. Riley County will inbound right in front of their own bench. Rignell has it. She'll turn and square up. Pearson right there, an arm's length away. They're showing high screen here with Haley Sharp coming out up top. Rignell wants to drive to the right-hand side. Still in three-point land. She'll turn, give it back to Rolls. Now Rignell threatens the left-hand block, retreats back out to three-point land. Pearson with her step for step. Now a switch off. Castleman will take her. Rignell gets rid of the basketball to Taryn Shepard. Those two playing catch out in three-point land. 5:20 left to go. 28-27. Rignell spins out to Rolls. Three-pointer on the way. No good. That's one weapon Riley County had last night. They have been unable to dial up so far.
And we saw Rolls had a huge night last night. A couple Riley County Falcons did. And that's the one thing they haven't gotten going tonight. Oh, as you see, when you see somebody like Maddie Harris catch that in rhythm, you want to see that shot taken.
Yeah. Here's Slazner up top. She head and shoulder fakes a three. Tries to leave it off for Getz. It's hit. And Castleman's going to pick it up for Southeast. Now Southeast has numbers. C.J. Rignell went to the court. Slazner inside, scores, and is fouled. Southeast took advantage of numbers. C.J. Rignell came diving out after that loose ball, and Southeast immediately turned back the other way and had a 5-on-4 in which Carson Slazner scored and was fouled. She'll step to the free throw line, and that foul on Haley Sharp is her fourth.
And that's when things are going to get fun. When what happens if somebody fouls out? I mean, we've seen 0 Falcons into the game. Folks, it's unprecedented. I don't know how long we've done this. I don't know how many times I've seen a team only play with 5. I mean, this Riley County starting 5's incredible.
Well, we
incredible
just got done watching a Council Grove boys team that only played 6.
Yes, yeah.
And now Riley County with a timeout. 31-27. Southeast of Saline leads it by 4, and a Riley County full timeout with 4:36 left to go. You're listening and watching on SalinaPost.com to Southeast of Saline basketball presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Sub-State Championship basketball, 31-27. Southeast of Slade and Riley County in a good one. This has been played in a box of 5 points between these two teams. Lindsay Rolls for 3. Finally got one to go down, and it's a big one for Riley County. That's her first field goal of the night. That with a free throw gives her 4.
And what a great little call from Riley County. When they got the timeout, they drew that up. Nice little play, a nice finish from Rolls to hammer the 3.
Slazner with it between her legs, draws a double team. Now skip pass to Brielle Potacek. 3-pointer on the way. That won't go. Pearson inside with the putback. A lot of contact. Pearson goes to the ground, and we play on. Wow. Riley County has the basketball back.
That's almost one of those after Mallory gets it off as a rebound. Just come and gather yourself before you go up. Go up strong with it as opposed to trying to go up quick. It's almost like there wasn't time for a foul, if that makes any sense.
31-30. Shepard has it up top. Not one to shoot. She was open from 3, but she's going to defer over to the left-hand side to Maddie Davis, who plays it inside. And another what should have been foul, I think, in my eyes, against Haley Sharp, goes uncalled. Back the other way we go. Boy, Southeast is going to have to toughen up here and absorb some contact for the last 3:18 of this game. They lead it by 1. Inside to Getz. She goes to the hole, and then the foul called. Reagan Getz will go to the free throw line. It's between Rolls or Maddie Davis. Either one of them, they're still safe. It's going to go against Maddie Davis. Her 3rd.
And again, I think that's the weakness of this defense that Shauna Simpson trying to hone in on the entire game. Like, get the ball right there to that elbow area, and then it's basically a one-on-one with who's ever in the top of that 2-1 zone. 2-1-2 zone as Getz is the first free throw.
Getz has made it a 2-point lead now, 3:14 left to go. Reagan will get another crack at it. 7 points so far tonight for the junior. She'll study the second one, now cut it loose, and it's also good. 8 points for Reagan Getz. Riley County with it back. Pearson will challenge Rignell again, full court. CJ Rignell brings it across the stripe. Now dances to the left. Pearson an arm's length away. Away from the basket, we don't see this very much. Haley Sharp, she came all the way out about 5 feet behind the three-point line between the circles here. Inside, outside, rolls once another one. That's one's air ball. A ball that's saved from going out of bounds by Taryn Shepard, and Mallory Pearson takes it. 33-30, southeast of Saline. They have the basketball with 2:34 left to go in the game. Shauna Smith just told her guards to come way out high. They might be trying to get Riley County to match up man-to-man here.
Without a doubt, I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, this is when Southeast Saline is at their best, is when you have to play a man-to-man. And this is, Riley County is fully aware of that. They don't want to play a man-to-man.
I chuckle because the student body from Riley County is chanting boring as southeast of Saline holds the ball. Have they not paid attention to the Lady Falcons all year?
Have they not watched their football team have great success running a similar offense? I mean, this is exactly what you do.
Potacek has it, now Slazner. Riley County starts getting out of shape defensively. Maddie Harris had it on the right-hand side. Gives it up to Slazner, now gets it back. Harris to the baseline. Now she has to come back out. She avoided a trap there. Getz has it on the left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds after a Riley County player deflected it. Getz throws her palms to the sky, and Riley County is going to take it after southeast of Saline's 5th turnover.
I think most of us have officiated enough games, you know, when you might have got one wrong. I think you might have knew we got that one wrong. And it's okay. I mean, you don't get every single call right. I've done that before. You make the call and you just run the other way.
Meanwhile, Southeast cut that clock in half. They went from about 3:20 left to go in the game when they got that basketball. Now there's 1:38 left to go, and Riley County's going to call a timeout. This will leave Riley County with 2 timeouts remaining, 1:38 left to go. We're going to keep it right here on this 30-second timeout and fill you in on our game that happened earlier tonight. Bryson Flax and the Southeast of Saline boys, they are going to go to the state tournament. 71-48, the final score over Council Grove. Eli Sawyers led the way as the junior for Southeast of Saline scored 24 points. He was assisted by Luke Gebhardt with 12, Nakari Moracle-Palmer with 10, Drake Augustine with 9. Southeast of Saline back to state now for the first time since 2017. Also winning tonight, Solomon's boys, they're going to state for the first time in school history, 53-50 over Clifton Clyde. Abilene over Rock Creek, 64-57 in overtime. And also the Salina Central girls, they remain perfect. They are going to go to the state tournament in Emporia. They beat Hayes 63-33. Here it is 33-30. Southeast of Saline leads it by 3. Riley County out of the timeout.
This is a sub-state final.
Yes, it
This
is.
is exactly what you sign up for. I mean, this is what happens when two teams, they've scouted each other out. I mean, you always kind of look at the route, look at who you could play. These teams know each other. I mean, they haven't played each other yet, but they know exactly what they're doing.
Here's a steal by Maddie Harris. She knocked down a pass from Taryn Shepard, and the Southeast crowd up on their feet. 1:15 left to play. Harris with it. Skip pass over everybody to Reagan Getz. Getz takes a dribble. Now back out to Harris. They're going to work this down. Getz open in three-point land. Riley County trying to play a trap. Getz plays it through to Yannikopoulos along the baseline, underneath the basket. Now back out to Harris and Slazner. We're inside a minute now. Ball squirts free. Yannikopoulos picks it up, and a foul will be called here on Riley County. Taryn Shepard comes out and commits the foul, but that ball seemed like it was rolling on the court for a couple of centuries.
And Devin, I hate to say this, but win or lose, I am the husband of Shauna Smith. I'm going to either enjoy with my family or console my family.
I'll cut you loose. I'll cut you loose, my friend. Go have some fun. 33-30 our score. 54 seconds left to go. Lainey Yannikopoulos at the free throw line. She's looking at a 1-and-1. First free throw is good. That is Elena's first point of the night. She'll get another. Free throw is up. She got it. Southeast of Saline has one field goal here in this quarter. Riley County has one field goal here in this quarter. The difference right now is at the free throw line. 47 seconds left to go. Riley County with the basketball. They trail Southeast of Saline by 5. Riley County working it around to the right-hand side. Lady Trojans from Southeast still playing man-to-man. C.J. Rignell has it. She tries to step back. Carson Slazner right there. Arms extended. Rignell, step back 3 on the way. No good. Loose ball taken in by Reagan Getz. And Getz will be fouled. Grabbed around the waist. Reagan Getz will go to the other end, and the junior will have a 1-and-1. What a great defensive possession, and we've seen a few of those tonight by Southeast of Saline, where they have just buckled down. We've seen a couple of them, one at the end of the first quarter, one at the end of the second quarter. And that time they caught a loose ball from the hands of Riley County after a missed shot. Getz first free throw. Good. Reagan Getz is putting together a postseason that has been pretty darn good. 36-30. This free throw by Reagan can make it a 3-possession game. It's on its way. The junior nails it. Southeast is perfect from the free throw line here in the fourth. 37-30. Here comes Riley County back the other way. Southeast right now, their biggest lead of the night. 20 seconds left to go. Lindsey rolls, lets a three-pointer go. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Maddie Davis got way up in the air for Riley County, and then a foul called on Southeast of Saline, but that's Southeast of Saline's 5th foul. They will now take their 6th, and no free throws yet for Riley County. They don't have the chance to score without the clock running. They have to inbound it on their own baseline. Pulling the trigger will be Taryn Shepard. Up high, they get it back to Rignell. She wanted the 3, but Pearson was there with arms extended. Now back to Rignell, behind her back, three-pointer, air ball, out of bounds, back to Southeast. The Southeast crowd's making some noise. 37-30, they just have to get it inbounds. And a full timeout called by Riley County. We will stay right here with 3.9 seconds on the clock. Riley County calls a timeout. That leaves them with 1 remaining and a 7-point advantage for Southeast of Saline. And the Lady Trojans getting it done here down the stretch. Points at a premium here tonight. We said all day long, though, we got the feeling as good as these two teams are defensively, whoever would hit 30 first would win the game. Tonight that was Southeast of Saline. There have only been 2 field goals made in this fourth quarter. Southeast got a 2-pointer on a Carson Slazner 3-point play where she hit the free throw to tack it on, and then a 3-pointer by Lindsey Rolls for Riley County. Other than that, it's been all free throws and more chances for Southeast than Riley County. The Southeast defense has been sensational in this game. Mallory Pearson will inbound it. She has Harris, Slazner, Yanakopoulos, and Getz. Pearson gets it into Harris. She's going to hold it, and Riley County waves the flag. 37-30, our final score. Southeast of Saline doubles up, and they will put both teams into this state tournament in Hutchinson as the Purple Wave will head south and invade the sports arena in the Salt City. 37-30, our final score. We will keep it right here. The trophy presentation will come up shortly, and we want to capture that for you and also give you final numbers of this contest. What a good game between Southeast of Saline and the Riley County Lady Falcons. Hats off to them as they came in and battled, playing just 6 players in this game tonight. Riley County was game for just about everybody, but at the end, it may have been the experience of the seniors with Southeast of Saline that was able to do it. And again, Carson Slazner, a special night for her. She wasted no time getting there as she was able to become now the 3rd leading scorer in Southeast of Saline girls history. She won't catch Shantae Syme, and she won't catch Erica Montgomery, but she is the 3rd leading scorer in Southeast of Saline girls history, now solidly setting behind the 2 Syme sisters, Shantae and Shayla, on the charts for Southeast of Saline girls scoring history. Southeast now posing for the picture as Riley County is going to exit the floor after a 37-30 victory. When we come back, we'll have postgame for you. Final numbers of Vernon Jewelers' Gym of the Game. We'll see if we can get Shauna Smith as well. 37-30, Southeast of Saline wins it. Their 20th win of the year. Postgame begins now, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers on KINA.
helps if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The name is JJ Lawn Care, but don't let the name fool you. It's not just lawns they care about, it's their customers. JJ Lawn Care is a locally owned business that works with people in and around Salina on more than just lawns. Warm weather is winding down. Fertilizing and winterizing your lawn and removing those pesky leaves can be a real chore. Let JJ Lawn Care come to the rescue for your fescue. Give Jathan a call today at 820-7728. JJ Lawn Care, caring for more than just your lawn.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
I don't know if we'll have a reaction from the coach or not, but Shauna Smith definitely enjoying her time right now on the floor with her Lady Trojans, as now the parents and everybody will converge on the court here at Minneapolis High School after Southeast of Saline does what is absolutely extremely difficult to do anymore, especially in Class 3A, and that is not only to capture the number one seed through your work through the regular season, but to go into the sub-state bracket and both come out of the sub-state bracket and go to state. It doesn't happen a lot. I think maybe in 3A this year you might see the chances of Hugoton and also maybe Cheney get through there, but Southeast of Saline is definitely there. 37-30 on the girls' side. Our final score, let's go over scoring totals for you. 11 points tonight for Carson Slazer. Again, she is now the third leading scorer in Southeast of Saline girls basketball history. She did it on her first shot of the game. It was a three-pointer that went off the front of the rim, bounced straight up, and then came right back down through the net. Slazer finishes with 11. How about Reagan Getz tonight? 10 points for Reagan. She goes 6 of 6 from the free throw line, including 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter. Also tonight, Mallory Pearson, 8 points for her. She was part of trying to destroy that very good Riley County zone. 3 points for Maddie Harris on a crucial three-pointer in the third quarter. 3 points for Avery Castleman tonight. 2 points for Eleni Yanakopoulos. For Riley County, 16 points for Haley Sharp. 7 points for C.J. Rignell. 4 points for Lindsey Rolls. 3 points for Taryn Shepard. Riley County did not substitute in this game. They did go 8 of 11 from the free throw line, while Southeast of Saline went 10 out of 11. We didn't see a lot of missed free throws in this contest. The two teams combined to go 18 of 22. Not a lot of turnovers either. Riley County with 13 turnovers, Southeast of Saline with 11. 37-30, our final score. Southeast of Saline gets their 20th win of the year, and they will join the Southeast of Saline Trojan boys at state. These two made the trip last time, 2016, that they both went to Hutchinson, and they will do it again 6 years later, go back to Hutch next week. On the boys' side for Southeast of Saline, they beat the Council Grove Braves in our first game of the night, 71-48. Coach Bryson Flax and his squad just kept edging away. They got up by 1 point at the end of the first quarter. They were up by 7 halfway through the second. They had a 6-point lead at halftime. And then in the third quarter, you could see Council Grove was running out of gas. Southeast of Saline's lead grew to 10, 11, 15. It was 13 at the end of 3. And then in the fourth quarter, it was a show by the Southeast of Saline boys as they were led by Eli Sawyers with 24 points, and they go to a 71-48 victory. Both girls and boys now for Southeast of Saline, 20-3 on the season. Not only did they win their leagues in the NCAA, they also won their sub-state bracket, and now they will go to the state tournament next week in Hutchinson. So I'm sure everybody will keep their eyes online, and we'll offer that information for you also on SalinaPost.com and see what the matchups are when we go through to Hutchinson next week. I can tell you on the girls' side, I did a little peek coming into championship night tonight. On the girls' side, you have 8 different brackets, 8 number 1 seeds. All 8 number 1 seeds were still alive coming into the championship round here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see maybe if all 8 number 1 seeds prevail. I don't know. That would be incredible if that does happen. Southeast of Saline will probably be somewhere around a 5 seed, maybe a 6 seed. I don't know, but it'll be fun next week as we are going to get the head coach, Shauna Smith, to join us now. And I tell you what, it was a game that we kind of expected. We kept saying it all day long, Coach. It's both teams so good defensively, and Riley County, as methodical as they are and wanting to slow everything down. We jokingly kind of said, but also a little bit serious, that whoever hits 30 first was going to win this game. It was you tonight. You hit 30 first. Talk about this game and the challenge of being patient defensively.
And we talked about that, like that we couldn't go commit some silly fouls or, get impatient, and that they're going to run sets and they're going to run things over and over again. In the first half, I think it took us a little bit to get settled in and what we're going to do. And then the second half, I thought we did a really good job defending them. Like I said, just kind of our shooting, wasn't. Yeah. That's kind of just made the game there. But they did a really good job defensively, and I just thought, it's one of those games I didn't think it was going to be a big win game, I guess you could say.
You had different girls at different times step up. And in this game, Mallory Pearson early on, we always talk about her potent shooting from 15-foot land. I don't think she missed one tonight. I think she was 4-4 from 15 feet range. She finishes with 8 points. But just at different times, Avery Castleman has been struggling offensively, but she provides everything to you. We saw her last night, diving on the floor, going into the student body over here, and just keeping basketballs alive for you. She hits a key three-pointer tonight. It was her only basket. Maddie Harris hits a key three-pointer for you. It was her only basket. But we just saw different girls at different times kind of step up, and that's the beauty about having a full team function, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, we were kind of just rotating, and honestly, it was kind of the person that could score for us. Like I said, we know our defense is there, and we're usually pretty good at that, and whatever we need, people are going to go and score. That's kind of how we were rotating for our subbing-wise, was kind of who could go score for us.
Free throw shooting at times has been a little questionable for you this season. Not tonight. You go 7 of 7 in the fourth quarter. Reagan Getz goes 6 of 6 for the game. She's 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter. You finished 10 of 11 in this game tonight to put this thing away at the free throw line. That was big for you. What I love, though, is when you got the ball, you got a possession from Riley County leading with I think maybe a 3-point lead at the time, and you hold the ball coming across half court and you make them come out of the zone, and all of a sudden you saw them get uncomfortable.
Yeah, like I said, they got impatient there, and maybe they would have held on a little bit. But that's what we were wanting to do. We were hoping they'd go man to man on us because we didn't believe they could guard us out there. But they went that 1-3-1 and came out on us. But I guess we ended up didn't turning over. But we still probably took 45 seconds off the clock there. So obviously you don't want to turn the ball over, but it's always good just to run some time off the clock.
How cool is it you and Bryson Flax came into Southeast of Saline as head coaches, not at the exact same time, but pretty close to each other in pretty close situations. You were forced to rebuild programs. Now you're back and you go to state together and you repeat what Southeast of Saline was able to do in 2016. You get both teams back to the state tournament. How cool is that both teams are able to do it?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like I said, these girls it's kind of been the talk of the town, I guess, for a while here. Or I should say the school. But it's pretty cool because, like I said, these girls, all the girls and boys, they look after each other, and they're always at the games. They were here for their games when we weren't playing on the same nights. So it's pretty exciting for these guys.
Did you like the second game?
Oh,
tonight,
no,
or the
I
first?
did not.
You'd rather be first,
I'd
huh?
rather be first. No, I didn't like that kind of, I guess. I don't know.
It's a lot of time.
Waiting.
It's a lot of time, isn't it? I saw you over there, and I saw a lot of nervous energy. I was curious to see your perspective on the second game of the night. So we talked with Bryson about this as well, and in 3A, it's still kind of a murderer's row of getting through a bracket. It's not every time we see the best team come through a bracket, and we've seen that before, getting paired with teams like Heston and things like that in the past. But you guys get through this sub-state bracket. It's something to enjoy, and also a 20-win season is a very, very good season. When do you start turning your attention to next week? Is it when the brackets come out tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll probably go home tonight a little bit, and I'll probably start seeing where we're seated at and try to start getting film already. But, we'll meet back up on Monday and kind of regather and kind of get going from there. Now it's just kind of preparing for the other teams. The fine-tuning is kind of probably – little bit over with by now.
Yeah.
You hope you could do some things, but it's going to definitely be just preparing for the next team.
One thing we're talking about, and I want to talk about it with you, your first shot of the game, Carson Slazner hits a three-pointer from the top of the circle, hits the front of the rim, bounces out, and then comes through the net. That shot for Carson moves her now into third all-time in scoring in Southeast of Saline women's basketball history. She doesn't have enough time and enough points to catch Shantae and also Erica Montgomery for 1 and 2, but she is now solidly in third place. And how much does that mean to have somebody like her take control down the stretch? We saw Carson do some things here tonight that you knew she wasn't going to let this team lose.
Yeah, you can see, and that's what we're, Tyler and I were talking actually today. I mean, she's just the heart and soul. I mean, she's one of the people battling. Like I said, I talked to the girls about offensive rebounding, and she took that to heart and second half there, and she really got in there and rebounded because we said we need some second chance points. We're not shooting the ball real well, so we need some second chance, and she did a good job. And then I think the other girls kind of saw like she's getting second chances here, so let's get in there, and then they could have those. So. Carson, does a lot of things. She does everything for this team. We look for her to lead us.
Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm happy to say we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Her girls tonight punched their ticket to state 37-30 over the Riley County Falcons. Well, it's been fun. It's not every day we get to play Saturday basketball, but we did so tonight in Southeast of Saline. We'll have more basketball coming up next week. I want to thank Bennington State Bank and all of our Southeast of Saline sponsors for making our coverage possible of Trojan athletics. It's been such a fun athletic year, and we will keep the winter season going next week. Of course, Tyler Henry will have all the brackets for you as far as Southeast of Saline and 3A previews for you coming up on SalinaPost.com. For Brian Dennett on video on Salina Post, also Big Sam Pretty back at Studio Central, and Tyler Smith. I lost my color guy, but he went out to celebrate with the wife and the head coach, so that's okay as well. I'm Devin Haney saying thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. Both the Lady Trojans and the Trojans have qualified for the state tournament in Hutchinson next week. Have a good weekend.